right about stakeholder capitalism, that shit is for the birds. I'm a socialist now, or maybe it's just the 14-month brain rot. Love you, Hassel. Heck yeah, 2 months, baby. Socialism is poggers. Months hassle. R.I.P. Minx Pepe Lassie.
I'm saying it. America deserved 9/11.
What's going on, folks? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, a fantastic afternoon, a fantastic pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hasan Piker, and this is the HasanAbi broadcast coming to you live from sunny California, Los Angeles, folks. We are live and alive, and I hope all the boys I hope all the girls and I hope all the MBs are having a fantastic one because it is motherfucking Tuesday, innit? It's Tuesday. It's fucking Tuesday. It's Tuesday, February 8th, 2022, 11:41 a.m. and I'm a little fucking late, bruv. And the real reason why I'm a little late is because, and I do apologize for it, but the real real reason why I'm late is because
5 months till brain rot, 5
I had to fucking let go of the vehicle. That's right, the take-in. The take-in. Had to going in to get like paint protection. I don't know, dude. Maurice was like, you have to get paint protection for the car. Otherwise, like, the paint will get fucked up. So, yeah, I had to send the baby over, you know what I mean? So, for the duration of this week,
to avoid most of the brain rot.
warranty work already? What do you mean scammed? Warranty work. About that platform announcement, instead of choosing between a purple and a red car, I'm giving one away. God damn.
Flex.
Nah, coding is 100% worth. I mean, listen, coding is worth if you have a nice car with a nice coat. Like, obviously I fucking never would have done it for the Camry. What happened during the spring today? Oh, dude. For the record, I mean, I feel great right now. I feel great at the moment, but my my throat and my chest hurts. So that's part of the reason why.
Let's go 4 months.
I will talk about it a little bit, but I'm dying a little bit. I sprinted today. It was a terrible idea. Big mistake, folks. Big mistake. Never sprint. Never exert yourself. Never do exercises that exert yourself. Don't sprint. I did and almost fucking died. I did. Hold on. I 9K only, my streamer fell off. Yes, bro. Your streamer does not play Lost Ark. And when there's a platform launch day on this website, all the motherfuckers who are like, I will never watch you play a video game. I hate video games. Video games are the fucking worst thing on the planet. Literally all become video game streamers, stream watchers. And that is because the reality is a lot of people simply just want to ride the wave. Like whatever is popping off, they go there. It's like moths to light. So everyone is playing an MMO. Everyone is playing the MMO, and obviously that's what's.
But we're doing a.
This fuck is this? So, Asmongold owns the Lost Ark section. Yeah, Twitch is a very top-heavy platform, but even then, dude, a lot of the other people playing right now are also sitting at like 30K. Anyway, obviously, I'm not a fucking MMORPG person. Massive multiplayer online role-playing game. I'm not going to do any of that, obviously. So. Matt Walsh is trying to trick trans people into joining a fake documentary he's produced of a whole front organization, Gender Unity Project, and try to recruit me into his next anti-trans documentary. Here's the wild story of how it went down. Oh my God, I can't wait. We're going to talk about that. What is this? Oh.
A mock neck And the mock neck is really hard to get done. So the old mock necks were the same material. And I don't know if you can see this. It doesn't stretch. So the only people who could wear the shirt were Hasan Piker because of his tiny head. But everyone else,
okay, dude,
size heads, it was too stiff.
I love that merch, by the way. It's sick. Can you talk about the China and Argentina versus United States?
We just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. Wonder who it's from.
Boys.
Okay, that's not happening. It's just not. I mean, it's funny, but also this is just not gonna happen. And it's also insane to assume that it's gonna happen. Anyway, dude, it's a beautiful day today, folks. Boys, girls, MBs. It's Tuesday, and it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful Tuesday. It's 75 degrees right now. 75 fucking degrees, dude. Solving the debate bro problem. This is an hour. This is an hour long. I will never watch this. I love Noah, but I will never watch an hour-long YouTube video about debate bros. Here's the thing. When I say I don't like debate bros and debate lords, I mean it. Like, that doesn't mean I'm gonna watch videos about debate lords that are like an hour long. You know what I mean? I will avoid it. And I love Noah, but no shot. You know what I mean? Even if he says exactly what I'm saying in the video, like, I'm not interested. Anyway, there's no debate. There's no room for debate. If you're a debate bro, I mean, you can watch, but don't try to debate me. I'm not going to. Dry your hair? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Dry your hair? Do you even like the Smiths? No. I don't know what music is. Don't ask me to listen to music. I will never listen to music. No, I've never listened to the Smiths. I don't know what kind of music they even do. This is just a cool t-shirt, okay? Yes, I don't care that the fucking main guy is like a reactionary dickhead, okay? I don't care. I don't care.
16 months being a tier 3 simp log.
Yes. I know Peggy made a song talking about how he can't wait for him to die. I know. And I know that he is still technically a vegan, so vegans will probably welcome him. Anyway, but as I was gonna say, listen, folks, it's 75 degrees here and it's fucking awesome today. I feel great. I'm in a really fucking good mood. Hopefully it doesn't get fucked up. We're gonna talk about the news. We're gonna get to some fucking fun reacts. I'm looking for like the new thing to react to. Okay, so there's that. Justaminx, shout out to Justaminx for getting banned for saying the C word. Wild that that's something that happened. Get Stavros from Come Town on the stream. I will do that. Kitchen Nightmares is probably what we're gonna watch, if we're being real. Anyway. But the Tim Pool breakdown takedown we might actually watch. The Tim Pool fence sitter from Timba on Toast. Anyway, listen. Before I blast off, which I'm going to in a second, here's what I'm going to tell you, okay? So I worked out today. My shoulder is fucked up. Someone was asking, like, why do you have a fucked up shoulder? Or, like, why do you constantly get injured? So there are a couple reasons why you get injured, okay? One is the basic one. You do something, you overexert yourself in an exercise, like, or you get in a collision or something, you know what I mean? And then you... like a line on this shirt, I just realized. Anyway, whatever. You get in a collision in a fucking car accident or something like that and you injure yourself that way. Obviously, that's not the reason why I got injured. The other reason why you get injured is not because you're 30 years old. That is probably part of the reason. But the other reason why I get routinely injured is because I have muscle imbalances. So many people that get injured do not realize that their musculature, their muscles are not built appropriately. They're not built in a balanced way. The human body is a beautiful thing, okay? It's a beautiful machine, and this beautiful machine it works alongside one another, okay? So like, for example, when I put my fucking shoulder up like this, there are muscles that are not even remotely related to my shoulder that are activating. One of the ones is my lower traps. Okay, or no, my lower lats, sorry, not my traps. I'm too trap heavy. A lot of people are like that. A lot of people are too trap heavy. They have big shoulders. They have strong shoulders. They have big traps. But that's not bro science. Not everything that bros do is bro science. What I'm describing to you is not bro science. It's literally like basic, dude. It's such basic fucking... Anytime I talk about anything like physiology or you know, workout related, it's not always going to be bro science, man. Please stop. Okay? Motherfuckers are couch potatoes and they're like, "Oh, dude, it must be bro science." It's just anatomy. It's just anatomy. That's why physical therapy is so important. So for example, because I'm so fucking because I'm so trap heavy, like I'm like this. So whenever I work out, whenever I use my shoulders, I tense up and I get really close to my fucking ears, right? So this is like easier for me to do push-ups this way. It's easier for me to do push exercises this way. It's easier for me to just, you know, that's where my body is comfortable. So that paired up with like sitting down for an extended period of time has created a situation where the back side of my lower back, the top of my upper back, they're great. It's great. It's very strong. It's very powerful. Okay. But the lower side of my traps, or not my traps, my lats, sorry. Okay. Are not getting activated whenever I use my shoulders. So when I use my shoulder, it goes up like this, right? When in fact, there needs to be a counterbalance back there that pulls down the shoulder so that my shoulder stays safe. Do you see what I'm saying? There's a difference between when you do like wall angels, for example. It's something that I recommend to people that sit all the time in front of a computer. Wall angels are really good. When you put your shoulders up during that wall angel exercise, your shoulders want to go up. If you don't have strong, like counter-reacting muscles down there, they're just going to go up in an unhealthy way, and that's how you injure yourself. Basically, I'm taking the long way to describe to you that I have muscle imbalances that have caused me to keep getting injured in certain different areas. So I have to do, yes, this chatter is correct. I have to do a lot of scapular shrugs and scapular exercises, not scapular shrugs, but scapular exercises because my scapular wings are not strong in the front. And in the back, there is some PTs in here, probably. They're correct. What you're saying is correct. So I do a lot of scap push-ups. I do a lot of scalp exercises. And also, I try to do some activations on like the bottom part of my lats. Anyway. So, that's the reason. But that's not what I was going to talk about, because I fucking did sprints today. And like I've done, what is it called? Like EMOM or whatever? I don't know. I've done like sprints in the past. So today, my trainer was like, all right, we're going to close out this exercise with a fucking assault bike sprint. Pretty basic stuff. You're going to do 12 calories in a minute. So no matter what, you're going to get to 12 calories when you're sprinting. And then once you hit the fucking 12 calories, you stop, you wait for the rest of the fucking minute to recover. So I'm hitting 12 calories in 9 seconds when I'm sprinting. So I was like, this is too easy. This is too easy. This is too easy. So I was like, I'll do 20. So I started doing 20 on my own and I almost fucking died, dude. Okay. And I did that for 5 minutes. And it was supposed to be 60 calories. So I did 20 calories instead. And at first it was like, in a minute, 20 calories on an assault bike in a minute. It was really easy. Really easy. I was fucking cracking it out. Yeah, Tabata, exactly. So then I was not. By the end of it, I was literally fucking dying. I hit like 95. I burned 95 calories in 5 minutes. But that's it. It was like by the end of it, I had to get up. I fucking fell off the bike and I just, I was laying on the ground and I almost fucking died. So yeah, only muscle, no stamina. That's true. I have no fucking stamina. I own one. I got the Rogue and I do 20 cals in 3 minutes because the sprints are insanely hard. You pay someone to help you exercise? Yes, I do, my friend. Yes, I do. Cancel me for that as well. No, I've done Tabata before.
Hassle.
Okay, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off for 8 rounds. I have done Tabata. And Tabata almost fucking murked me in the past. Anyway. Don't compare your numbers with HasanAbi, different body type. Of course, don't do that. I'm literally built specifically, not for the assault bike, but I'm literally built specifically to fucking row. I realized something, okay? I realized that I was put on this earth to row. Just straight up. I was put on this earth to row and do nothing else. And it's a big, it's a big miss that I never rode when I was growing up, but like, it's just, I can pull like a motherfucker. I can pull all day, every day. Literally just built for rowing. It's crazy. I'm too heavy to be a rower, but
Hi.
That's where we're at. You are now the guy from the Facebook movie? Yeah, no, it's fucking insane. I am literally, like, I hate the Versa Climber. Obviously, there's like ones that I hate. There's exercises that I hate, right? And then there are exercises that I love. The Versa Climber is an exercise that I am not fond of. But anyway, can you not row in a bigger boat?
13 months of brain rot. Think it's starting to get to me.
How much do you weigh? Like 266 still? I have not been able to crack into the 250s. It's very annoying. But I mean, my muscle composition has improved dramatically. I am much, much stronger than I was a couple months ago when I first started working out. Like, it's obvious that I'm building back a lot of my muscle. And because of that, I look skinnier. Why a lot of you say that, oh, you look so much skinnier now. However, even though I do look skinnier, I still, I haven't lost the weight. Build back better. Exactly. All right, let's get started. Let's get cracking. Pretty good for a 40-year-old, to be honest. Dude, shut the fuck up. Tucker Carlson react today is going to be crazy. Why? What the fuck's he doing? Eric Prince helped raise money for a conservative spy venture. Not surprising.
14 months. Can I get a kiss?
Oh my God. The DOJ says Ilya Lichtenstein, 34, and his wife Heather Morgan, 31, both of New York, were arrested today and charged with money laundering and cryptocurrency stolen from Bitfinex in 2016. DOJ says it recovered a $3.6 billion worth of crypto. Holy fuck. And the person has a fucking crypto, and the person has a Tic Tac. God damn, dude. So many gifts. I'm just being given a gift, okay? The gift that keeps on giving. That's what crypto is for the most part. Let's fucking blast off, boys, okay? Let's get started. Let's get cracking. Have you seen this? I'm a reporter at the Globe. What? Tesla nerds are so pathetic. Yeah, whatever. What? Check logs. The girl is a rapper? What do you mean? The crypto girl is a rapper? Are you fucking serious? Oh my god, stop. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, all right, let's blast off. Let's blast. Oh god, there's gonna be so many memes, dude. This is awesome.
I love you.
Okay. Daycare is open. Crypto couple. Crypto couple arrested by DOJ. Has a TikTok and that's so good. Has a TikTok and also and is a rapper. This is the whole thread. Oh, I can't wait to look at this. This is so sick. So fucking sick. Concrete Workers Union in Seattle with a strike. Yep, I saw that. We're gonna talk about that as well. Don't worry about that. Dude, it's awesome. Like, did they make this story for me? Did they build this for me specifically? Like, what the fuck? Anyway, NS Conta's on NS Conta Freedom will be speaking at. Yeah, I know NS Conta is going to be speaking at the fucking CPAC. We're not going to talk about that. Adam, something mentioned you in a post using the worst German newspaper Bild as a source for fear mongering. I don't care. And also, I'm the opposite of fear mongering when it comes to Russia, Ukraine. And I'm right. Everybody always says I have bad foreign policy takes, and then I'm literally right. And everybody fucking quietly shuts the fuck up, for the record. I hate it whenever people are just like, dude, Hasan has the worst foreign policy takes. His foreign policy takes are so bad. And then I'm right. And then I'm just right, okay? Oh, Hasan has the worst foreign policy takes. Like, Bolivia is a true democratic, people's liberation. It's not actually a coup built by all fucking... ultra conservative fascist psychos, and then no, I'm right and it doesn't matter. Okay, very cool. It's just Afghanistan. It's a good thing that Joe Biden is pulling out. I say the Afghan pullout is it's done in the best way that you possibly could do it. Obviously you can always do it better, but they are not going to. It's Donald Trump's fucking thing. But then last day of Afghan pullout, the bombs explode. I cover it. I talk about how, like, there's some sussy shit going on there, that it doesn't seem like this person blew himself up or anything like that. Turns out I'm fucking right. The American government apologizes. We move on. It doesn't matter. Like, it literally doesn't matter. I'm right all the fucking time when it comes to foreign policy. And then Everybody fucking cries about it. Everybody cries about it, and then they turn around and they quietly are just like, yeah, I guess it was fun. Fine. It was whatever. And it doesn't matter. There are very, very, very few instances where like U.S. intervention is warranted and right. Okay? I'm assuming you were saying you're right on the Ukraine, but how so? Russia and Ukraine can't go to fucking war. It's ridiculous. This idea that Russia is going to do a land invasion into Ukraine is psychotic, okay? That's not going to happen. And the only people that want that to happen or act like it could potentially happen are Western backers of war, okay? People that are far away. People that will stand to benefit from this because they're going to sell weapons. That's the reason why people that already have a complex trade relationship with Russia, like Germany or even France, are not going buck wild about and trying to escalate tensions and trying to goad Russia into doing some shit. Bernie Sanders said it could happen. I don't give a fuck, dude. What do you mean? What is Bernie Sanders my god? Yeah, I disagree with Bernie Sanders on it too. Bernie Sanders is still an American politician, dude. He's an American Democrat. He says stuff that I disagree with all the time when it comes to foreign policy. Yeah, but they're certainly signaling that they might. It's their choice to put troops everywhere. Yeah, I get it. You know what else is fucking signaling that like war is imminent and could happen? You did say Russia only wants to build pipelines when they've done far worse than that. What do you mean? What? The most obvious, the most notorious counter to this is Crimea. Crimea is not the same as the rest of Ukraine, man. It's not. You're ridiculous for saying it is. We're talking about a fucking autonomous like region with its own fucking history for many, many years that is completely separate from Ukraine. That's why I always joke about how Crimea actually fucking belongs to Turkey. You're just oblivious to this. Okay? Anyway, Philip DeFranco is
Russia revealed.
Yeah, I've seen Philip DeFranco is like all over. You're too sure about this? Blink twice if you have some intel. My intel is it is literally it would destroy Russia to try to like fucking do a land invasion to just go into regular war with Ukraine. Like that's insane, dude. That's crazy. That's my take. That's my intel. My intel is like, that's a ridiculous fucking assumption that it would happen.
Hey guys, they're here.
It would ruin both countries. It would ruin both countries. It's in no one's interest to do this. And that's precisely why they're like fucking pulling out. And they're pulling away. And the only people that are agitating is literally America. Like, I think their demands of making sure that Ukraine is not a part of NATO is the smart is a reasonable demand as well. Anyway, it's crazy, but maybe the decision makers in Russia are crazier than we know. Dude, stop. That's not how you do foreign policy, man. What are you, a baby? I hate that. I hate that, dude. I hate like foreign policy analysis that is like a childlike, like a child brain foreign policy analysis that it's like, oh yeah, well he might be crazy. Like, oh yeah, North Korea, they might be crazy. They might just like do some crazy shit. Like, no, they're not. They have limitations. Like, they're a fucking government. You know what I mean? No matter how authoritarian a government is, ultimately they're still responsible for the fucking citizens that they have because they don't want to have a revolt, for example. Ooh, but what if they're crazy? Okay, the only country on this planet that's fucking crazy is America. Okay? We are the only country on the planet that is like actively fucking done nuclear strikes and shit. You know what I mean?
A.
If there's anyone who's going, ooh, what if they're crazy? Then it's us. We're the crazy ones.
Top of the hour.
I just don't, I don't understand. The moment that you say, what if they're crazy and irrational, when you're speaking about like a fucking leader, when you say, what if they're crazy and irrational and they might do something that's against their best interest, like, yeah, at that point, you've lost it. You've lost the plot. That's not how you can do analysis. That means you don't have anything else going on. So you're just saying, what if they're fucking crazy? That's crazy to me to say, what if they're insane and acting irrationally? Let's pretend. I know that you're making some strong points here that like an active invasion would completely cripple Russia and Ukraine. Okay, why the fuck would anybody want that? And then, you know, you got no argument to that. So you're like, but what if they're crazy? Adam's first post in his point is NATO is a defensive alliance. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Anyone that says NATO is defensive is fucking clowning, I think. You're a clown. Sorry. I like Adam Something's videos. You know? What the fuck does he know about cameras? Anyway, daycare is open. Crypto couple arrested by DOJ as a TikTok is a rapper. Reacts. I'm stopping the Ukraine conflict personally.
Wahoo 8 months pog.
Real. Did you see the big streamer that equated reaction to sexual assault and a bunch of other weird shit? Dude, that dude has like, I don't want to be ableist. Like, I think that dude is experiencing some like mental health issues and complications. I'm not going to like, I think me like parsing through some of the things that he's saying is actually like, it's worse than when I look at like a Trump supporter, you know what I mean? Who's like very clearly, you know, engaging in having like a paranoid breakdown. That's so strange. Like he was saying like, I saw. What'd you do with the Corolla, first of all? You live in LA, which is CA. You didn't even get CalCare passed. I know, I did. I personally stopped it.
"11 months. I think others are crazy cause I'm a crazy American. Let's go."
Why is my TikTok For You page filled with people mad at you for saying Candace Owens enables white supremacy? I need to understand. Dude, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck people are talking about. Candace Owens is literally a white supremacist. She doesn't enable white supremacy. She is a white supremacist. I don't care. I don't care that people are like, no, that's not true. It's fucking so stupid. Candace Owens, dude. God, liberals on TikTok, I swear to God, you need to be fucking gulagged. I swear. Radfems need to be thrown in jail. Like, straight up. Just jail. Just a little bit of jail for you, dude. Okay? You need to go to a re-education camp. There's no other way to fix this situation.
17 months of communism.
Oh my God, I still haven't been able to blast off. It's like almost been a fucking hour. She's black though. Yeah, exactly. That's crazy. I'm racist. It's because I'm racist. That's why people are doing that, because they caught me doing a racism. Who cares? Fuck it.
Does Daycare have apple juice today?
Anyway, I saw the Glenn Greenwald defending a Nazi in Brazil. Putin got his bluff called, huh? Wonder if he'll be able to save face with his aging voter base. What? That's pretty funny. Putin's like 98% approval rating. No fucking competition ever. Anytime there's like any sort of like reasonable opposition, immediately, suspiciously, they're gone. On top of that is like surprisingly very popular too. Doesn't need a voter base. Has one anyway. Yeah, it's just there's a polonium outbreak anytime someone's running up against Putin, there's a polonium outbreak. It's crazy. It's just like this crazy thing. We talked about you on Barstool's macrodosing with Arian Foster and PFD. Please go on and educate them and their listeners about leftism. Oh, I forgot. I talked to PFT. Dude, I'm still fucking holding on this blast off. Okay, here. All right. New reacts. New game later. He's in LA right now? PFD's in LA right now?
Yay, 2 months.
I know Navalny is a racist Nazi. That's not who I was talking. I mean, I'm just saying. I was just making a joke. He's just the Western guy. He is the West's guy. He's the guy that the West wants, you know? We'll do the book burning thing too. Real conservatives are burning books. New reacts, new game later.
16 months and I'm still a rad from Hassel.
Dude, every fucking country, man. Every fucking country. Listen, countries have dog shit leadership, okay? Countries have dog shit leadership. They're fucking awful. They're terrible. They're violent, yada, yada, all this stuff, okay? I know this from Erdogan, right? I despise him. I hate him. Terrible. But having said that, do I prefer an American puppet installed in a position of leadership in Turkey? Fuck no. Of course not. Don't be ridiculous.
The average
okay?
of the soldiers fighting in the
and that is a bargain that many people who are at least somewhat aware of America's involvement and influence in their affairs. That's a bargain that many people have to deal with. Something that, you know, people might not even be personally aware of, but is the smart thing to do, okay? Some dumbasses in that country might actually say, well, we have legitimate concerns with the current leadership. Okay, we have legitimate concerns with the current leadership. The current leadership sucks. You know,
I would suck this
can't be worse than who we got right now, America's guy. What is this?
Hassle.
The community attacked a small creator after you reacted to her TikTok. Bro, I literally fucking said, no. Why are you doing this? Why are you sending more links? Hey, you fucking idiot. Hey, Ben-Hur, you fucking idiot. If you think, even when I'm talking about this creator who is literally from this community, who I actually said, don't attack, don't fucking do that shit. It's really fucking frustrating when you go and like write dumb shit under their profiles or whatever. And then I literally even said, I think her fucking criticisms are relatively reasonable. It's whatever. It doesn't matter. Why are you sending another TikTok of hers? You fucking idiot. If you are understanding and recognizing that these people are literally impossible to fucking control, why are you fucking linking it again? Are you stupid? Why? The fuck is wrong with you, dude?
I chat hassle 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 hassle.
You fucking idiot. You recognize that, like, that they can't handle themselves. Like, this fucking, if these individuals can't handle themselves, you fucking dumb crackhead motherfucker. Your crack is just like literally creating drama. Okay?
Please stop Putin, Hasan.
Holy fuck. No, I did not say cracker. I said crackhead. Actually, you need to call this behavior out. I do every time. Not only do I do that, but also I fucking did it while I was looking at this person's video, dude. And your fucking stupid bitch ass still decided to like link another fucking video to extend the drama. I hate you. I despise you. I literally fucking, I hate you so much. From the bottom of my heart. You're obviously a fan. You made another fucking account and you subscribe with that new account that you made after I've banned you. But this is why I banned your previous account. Okay? And you disgust me. Your behavior disgusts me. Okay?
Hassy, can't you see sometimes your words just hypnotize me?
Oh my God. We didn't even get through an hour. Fuck.
Oh no, I got one more month until the brain rot kicks in, monkaW.
I always say it. I hate it when you guys like literally go and like fuck shit up on people's accounts. Especially when they're like randos. Okay? Especially when they're like random people, dude. Oh, fuck, my mood is destroyed, dude. Completely fucking destroyed. God damn, what a way to start. What a fucking way to start the day. It just like, I come in here, I think I'm gonna have fun. I'm in a good ass mood. And then I'm just like, by 55 minutes, I fucking hate it. I hate it. Like, I hate my life. I hate the fucking vibes. I hate everything that's going on. Why? What is going on? Like, well, why does it have to be this way, man? Why do you have to do this? You're like giving me mental illness, dude. You're literally like, hey, look at all these fucking people that are just ridiculous, okay? Look at all these people that are being ridiculous about you. Watch their fucking reaction. Obviously, you're going to react to it. Say, even if you say that, like, when you're reacting, don't go there and don't harass this person, you fucking animals. And then they still do that. So then you have to wag the finger and be like, well, you really have a problem in your fucking community. It's like, I know. That's why I fucking say it every time. So why are you linking more? Why are you linking more clips?
Pog.
Anyway.
Our relationship has been tough, but this baby sub is worth it.
Trending on Twitter brought more hate watchers of the stream these weirdos usually hide. It's crazy, man. And also, the other thing is, like, usually I fucking scream about that stuff. Okay? I scream about that shit.
When I first came out, my mom...
Okay? I usually... Positive HasanAbi TikTok? What? Yeah, give me this. Give me positive HasanAbi TikTok. I'm sick and tired of people just being like, hey, I hate that he's like this. I hate that he does that. Like, why can't we just look at this? Why can't we look at positive TikToks?
When I first came out, my mom like offered me some nail polish, and I would have loved to, but I was like, I'm like still in class. I can't really. I was like, I can't do that. It's gonna draw attention. Yeah, the past like 2 years or even 3 years, it's much different. Like, you see a guy with black nail polish, and you're like, oh, he watches Hasan. That's cool. When I first came out,
there you go. Let's just that's so much better. Please.
One year, let's go. Same life sucks. Smiley face.
I can't stop psychopathic people from being psychopathic. Okay, they're just gonna be insane. I can't stop that. Like no matter what I do. Anyway,
Have you peaked?
there's not only hate watchers here. There's straight up hate subscribers. Yeah, I know that. There's motherfuckers who are like, I've been here for like 18 months. Okay, I've been here for 18 months. I've been subscribed for 18 months. And like, honestly, I fucking hate you now. I learned everything I could from you. And now I despise you.
Hey 14-month brain rot. It's Tuesday. Simple as. Cheer up, Cassie.
Anyway.
Hassel just tuned in, sending you all love, King.
Okay.
Day of high stakes.
There you go. High stakes diplomacy. Okay. Talk about fucking Ukraine and Russia. Let's get into more stunlocks about Ukraine and Russia. Let's get into foreign policy stunlocks. God, I'm so tired. Not tired enough to forget the top of the hour ad break, though. You know? It's coming right now. At the top of the hour, there's a 60-second ad break. If you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe. You can do that for $5. You can do that for free. Okay. With the Twitch Prime, you can do that for free. You can...
2 months, let's go.
Get gifted a sub if you're lucky. I don't know. I'm an ad break now. Okay, here. Thank you, Reese's Pieces, for the 10 gifted subs.
Stakes diplomacy in Washington and Moscow failed to break the deadlock over Ukraine. Russian President Vladimir Putin met with French President Emmanuel Macron in Moscow.
This is the funniest fucking... This is such a hilarious, ridiculously large table to do diplomacy on.
6 month, I think this Hasan guy is a leftist.
Okay? It's just so... It's hilarious. Okay, what the fuck is this table, bro?
Yesterday, while President Biden met with Germany's new chancellor at the White House. Mr. Biden warned that a crucial natural gas pipeline from Russia to Germany would not be allowed to open if Russian forces invade Ukraine. Ed O'Keefe has...
No. Bitch, you didn't want the second one to open regardless. Like, what do you mean? Now they're like, oh, we won't do it if Putin invades Ukraine. It's like, what? Wait, also, what's it to you, you piece of shit? I really do. Whenever I fucking hear America do this, like, no. I swear to God, I'm like, just fucking, we need an equalizer. We need a counterbalance. We need like another country to also have some kind of world dominance. Like some kind of fucking global presence. China, you know, maybe that's the country potentially, because it's fucking ridiculous, dude. It is absolutely a ridiculous thing. Like that is a ridiculous state. That's crazy. That's a crazy thing to say to a fucking massive industrial nation, okay, like Germany, the nation that basically powers the entirety of the EU, and America's like, you want another pipeline? No, can't do that.
I hope the brain rot goes
no,
away
that's
soon.
not good. And it's like, stop. What do you stop? Well, what's it to you? What? How dare you? Like, that's crazy. Anyway, Not Montega, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. And Mechanical Human, thank you for the 5 gifted subs.
What if we just smiled has comfy?
Has more from the White House on this part of the story. Ed, good morning to you.
Good morning, Gail. Good to see you. The American president and the German chancellor warned of severe consequences if Russia invades Ukraine, and they tried putting on a united front amid concerns that Germany isn't being strong enough against Russia. With U.S. forces now deploying into Eastern Europe ahead of a potential invasion, President Biden is warning Americans in Ukraine to get out.
I hate to see them get caught in a crossfire.
He made the comments alongside German Chancellor Olaf Scholz as they insist their countries agree about the consequences of Vladimir Putin invading Ukraine.
And he would pay a heavy price.
But Germany is being less aggressive than other NATO allies in warning Russia. A major sticking point, Nord Stream 2, a more than 750-mile natural gas pipeline being built between Germany and Russia. Europe relies on Russia for a third of its gas supply, and once the pipeline's operational, it's estimated tens of billions of dollars in gas revenue will flow back into Russia. Yet Mr. Biden warns that won't happen if Russia invades.
There will be no...
Like, that's bullshit, because it's not like they were on board with that until this moment. Like, America literally stopped this many times, dude. Like... You voted for him? I mean, yeah, well, it doesn't matter. This is foreign policy. Whoever the fuck wins is going to do the same shit. The Nord Stream 2 pipeline. This is the one that I'm thinking of, right? Am I crazy? Nope, you voted for him, my dude. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I know Donald Trump would have been very different. Like, shut the fuck up, idiot. American foreign policy is not being done individually by Joe Biden. It's not being done individually by Democrats. It is literally a mind of its own. Okay, are you stupid? Like, Bernie Sanders would be doing this if he won. You know what I mean? He'd be like, "Oh, do not invade Ukraine. We are going to stop you from building this pipeline. It's the environment that we care about here." Like, everyone does that, no matter who. Not Bernie. You guys are crazy.
Watch my video.
If you think Bernie would not be like an imperialist, of course he would, but it doesn't matter because, like, you got to take the good and the bad.
Three months, let's go Bezos.
It's about trying to find, why can't they just stop fighting each other, and why are people still like trying to invade places where Russia's already big enough? Like, what the fuck? I don't understand. What? Okay, let's finish this
no
out.
longer a Nord Stream 2. We will bring an end to it.
At least 70% of Russian troops needed for a full-scale land invasion are in place.
Well north of 100,000, and it continues to grow.
How are you? Do you have a good trip?
In Moscow,
Very good.
Putin met with French President Emmanuel Macron for more than 5 hours. The Russian president indicated he's prepared to continue negotiations to possibly head off a full-on war with Ukraine, and said discussion with Macron could create a foundation for our further steps. After his meeting with Macron, Putin once again denied that he has any plans to invade.
For the record, this is, again, this has been going on for a very long time. Okay? Biden giving the A-OK for Nord Stream 2 does not change the reality that, like, the American foreign policy blob has always had the opposite opposing point of view. Just like Donald Trump had the opposing point of view. No shot you would give AOC this much shit if she were POTUS? What? Bro, I think I give Biden less shit than he deserves, if we're being real. Are you fucking insane? Of course I would, dude. You're stupid. Like, I yelled at AOC for the Israel thing. Why are you making up stuff? Trump says Rogan should stop apologizing amid controversy over podcasts. Former President Trump said Joe Rogan should stop apologizing amid ongoing. Okay, we'll do that in a second.
Ukraine, but he also said he looks forward to speaking with Macron later today after the French president meets with Ukrainian leaders in Kyiv. Nate?
Ed, thank you. We're going to begin with a growing shift in the fight against the pandemic as more states, blue states in particular, are pulling back on their mask mandates as daily COVID cases drop.
COVID restriction protests block traffic in U.S. Canada. Dude, didn't Tucker Carlson talk about workers of the world uniting and shit on last night's broadcast? Fucking killing me, dude. All right, let's continue.
Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom is ending California's indoor mask mandate later this month among vaccinated people. Another Democratic governor, Phil Murphy of New Jersey, has announced an end to school mask mandates starting next month, and several other states are doing the same. Overall, now 15 states and Washington, D.C. have a K-12 mask mandate in place. On the flip side, 8 states have banned those mandates. Nationwide, this, of course, has been a fiercely debated topic at school board meetings. Let's go now to Nikki Batiste, who spoke to some parents. Nikki, I'll tell you, I know New York is on the fence about...
There it is, boys. COVID's over. Cheers.
...school mandates, but parents are increasingly pro-vaccine but anti-mask, particularly for kids.
Tony, good morning. This is really a difficult decision for parents. New York's mandate will expire this week, and the governor is expected to make an announcement Wednesday about possibly ending it completely. But with low vaccination rates among children, some parents say the benefits of a mask-free classroom do not outweigh COVID risks.
I want to point something out here. In the United States of America, while we're having this conversation, the average 7-day average death rate is still 2,600. Like, it's lowered a little bit. It's lowered. It's not at its peak anymore, so that's good. Wait, what did you just say? It's not, though, Lamau? What, you think the death rate for, the COVID death rate is not that high? Do you think the CDC is lying? How are you pro-vax but anti-mask? Dude, I'm fucking pro-vax and anti-mask. What do you mean? I totally get it. Like, it's a nuisance. It's a nuisance. And it sucks, especially because, like, oh God, when you go to the gym, it fucking sucks. I just don't make a big deal about it because I don't care. Like, it's whatever. You know? It's whatever. It's security theater, though. That's the reality. It's security theater. Anyone who says it's not security theater is fucking crazy. Okay? I know you guys are super woke in here and you, like, literally fucking wear the N95 and you don't have fucking beard and stuff like that, but it's security theater when you fucking walk into a restaurant and you have a mask on for 30 seconds and then you take it off when you sit down in that magical fucking when you go to the magical restaurant, when you know what, when you go to a movie theater and you have a mask on and then you purchase a popcorn which magically stops the spreading of COVID. Like, no, it doesn't. It's security theater. It's like TSA. If we're actually going to go COVID zero, we got to do it in the same way that other countries did. Actually lock shit down. Do contact tracing. Make sure that restaurants have proper ventilation and spacing. Like, make restaurants operate at, 30%, 40% capacity where there's, like, actual fucking barriers between people. But we don't do any of those things. And we're just like, put a fucking mask on for 30 seconds before you shove jalapeno poppers down your gullet. Okay? Yeah, that's really helping. Like, stop. It's just not, but it doesn't matter. Ultimately, like, I'm not a bitch. I'll wear a mask. Who cares, you know? Chill the fuck out. I've gotten used to it. I wear a mask. Anyone who fucking complains about putting a mask on for 30 seconds is literally being a bitch, okay? What sucks, I think, and I go back and forth on this part. What sucks is like the people that are constantly, they're working all day and they have a mask on all day. Like, it sucks. Because I have the mask on for 30 seconds. You know, so don't go to packed restaurants. I don't. But that's not how, what? Do you think that me avoiding packed restaurants is how you do public health measures? Like, are you fucking stupid? You guys are so dumb. That's not how we're talking about public health. There's two different things, okay? One is the government. The other is what you do on your own, okay? What you do on your own is fine, but the government and the rules and restrictions the government is supposed to set are supposed to make it harder for you to be an idiot, okay?
Thanks, Jack.
All I'm stating is working with a fucking mask on all day, every day for hours on end. Some people like it because it, you know, provides them with protection. But it does fucking suck. Like, it sucks. It sucks. I see you. You know, I see you serving me, motherfucker. That shit doesn't look like you're having fun. Got a goddamn mask on all day. Some people like it because it hides your face, but I think most people don't enjoy it that much.
Hassle.
Honestly, I found having to wear a mask 8 hours at work made me get used to it. I don't mind having to wear a mask for an errand or two, but my partner who works from home hates wearing masks. Yeah, no, that's what it is. Anti-masker art? No, I'm not. I will never fucking go out to a protest and be like, oh, I hate wearing masks. Like, no, I'm not a bitch. Like, I'll wear the mask. Okay? But I do think it's security theater. That's all I'm saying. And I've been saying this. I don't think it like lowers your oxidation levels. That stuff is bullshit, okay? But if you fucking put on a mask and it's not an N95 that's properly fitted on your fucking face, and you literally take it off the moment that you sit down at a restaurant, well, okay, that's security theater. Unless the restaurant is properly spaced, properly vented, you know what I mean? Like, and it's not, and it never is. Either go fucking full COVID zero and take the necessary precautions, pay people, okay, to stay at home. Do all the stuff that's necessary. Restaurant, the only public area, Pepega. No. I have no issue with like, dude, I have no issue wearing a mask at the fucking grocery store and shit. What triggers me is, and it doesn't matter. Like, that's why I say, I don't have an issue wearing a mask, period. I don't have an issue wearing a mask. I'm not a bitch. I'm not a bitch. Of course I'm going to wear a mask. Okay? I think it's literally the wackest, like, you are the biggest pussy if you're crying about wearing a mask for like an hour, okay? Okay? You're the worst. The only place where I am 100% an anti-masker is the gym. I like, that's it. If you go to the gym, no one that is not vaccinated should be allowed to enter the gym, okay? In my future, in the perfect universe, you literally should not be allowed to work out unless you're vaccinated, okay? And then after that, it's fucking, you make out with each other at the gym. Who cares, you know? Get slutted out of the Equinox sauna, okay? Suck a pee-pee. Eat a pussy. Doesn't matter. Suck and fuck in the gym. You're vaccinated. Might get COVID, okay? You might get COVID. But dude, that's why we got the vaccine. That's why we got the booster, okay? I'm just saying. Wait, unvaccinated people can enter? In Italy, we require green pass to enter? We don't have any of those things, man. This is not a normal country. I am 100% an anti-masker, pro-vaxxer when it comes to the gym. It's the worst, most annoying thing. It's quite literally the reason why I no longer go to the gym and I train outdoors. And I miss it. Why do you think doctors and surgeons wear masks? It's on performance theater for them? Dude, you're missing my point. You are completely missing my point. Okay? There are areas where mask wearing is totally reasonable. Okay? I'm not saying that the droplets are not getting out or whatever the fuck. I'm not an anti-masker, dude. Okay? I'm just an anti-masker at the gym. Everywhere else, it's fine. Except for, like, with restaurants, it's security theater, which I will still wear the mask, or bars. Security theater, I will still wear the mask, but ultimately, it fucking doesn't matter. Also, dude, when you're a fucking surgeon, like, the mask that you're wearing is different. Like, you're not just, you know what I mean? You're not just like wearing, I don't know, silly shit. We went on with cloth masks for so long.
Not.
And all for the record, like, I still do think it's a total, you're a coward, you're a bitch. If you fucking complain about wearing a mask for 30 seconds when you walk into a restaurant. Anyway. Don't know about the oxidization levels. I know some people do fucking marathons with a mask, but I have a hard time breathing through it while doing cardio at the gym. Don't have that at all without it.
Lol, why are you
And you also say you don't go to the gym because of the mask, so there has to be an impact, I think. No, that literally, like, I don't go to the regular gym anymore because of the masking. I can't do it. And luckily I'm very fortunate, you know.
Is it Jamie who feels safer with a mask?
And by the way, like, how does it entirely not matter though? Cloth masks are less effective, yes, but people who say they're useless are being reactionary. I mean, guys, I've been wearing a surgical mask everywhere I go now. It's just like I've been surgical masking it up. I do not have a N95. I think we have N95s at home. I've just like never put it on. Never, not once. I'll be honest, I'm bad. Like, that was the CDC. The CDC was like, you have to wear N95 and you have to fucking shave your beard. I was like, nope, not happening.
PogU.
Most of you motherfuckers don't have it. You fucking assholes. You have beards. None of you shaved. Oh, I'm sorry, average American. I'm sorry, I didn't realize everyone in the fucking chat was shaved and wearing properly fitted N95s. Unless you're already like a healthcare person.
Your Jersey is where the party is at.
Reducing spread by even 5% is worth wearing a mask. It isn't theater. It's public health policy. Finally being realistic and understanding we won't ever go full COVID zero. No, I know. Folks, like I've said already, it's fine. unless we're at the gym. In which case, it's not fine. I'm literally an anti-masker. If I see you wearing a mask at the gym, I will rip it off your face. That's where I go. That's the level of anti-masker I am. Like, how dare you wear a mask? Get that shit out of my fucking face. I'm kidding. I'm obviously joking.
8 months about to have full-blown brain rot.
You're not? What? Yeah, no, I just don't go to the gym.
Huge step back to normalcy for our kids.
New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy said his decision to drop a statewide school mask mandate is not a declaration of victory over the virus.
We're not going to manage COVID to zero. We have to learn how to live with COVID.
From the first week of January to the last week of the month, new student COVID cases in New Jersey dropped by nearly 80%, and new staff cases.
If the CDC says you have to wear an N95 mask and you don't, how is that different from regular hogs? I don't know. I guess I am a regular hog. Do you wear an N95? Oh, okay. I'm a regular hog then. I don't think a lot of people do that. Do people do that? I've never seen N95s. So are you fucking dumb? He's waxed to the brim. I mean, it's not, the vaccine is not like a magic code to like completely avoid it, to avoid getting COVID or avoid giving COVID to other people. But like, I think I've done enough. Okay. I've done enough. I avoid people. I'm never out. And also, like, unless I'm literally going on a fucking plane, I'm probably not going to wear an N95. It's okay. Like, I'm a hog. I'm a little hog. Okay. I'm a little bit hog-like. Why am I a little bit hog-like? Well, because I don't know. It's just like I feel like there's the New York Times Daily broadcast that the podcast that they did where they actually like surveyed liberals. And it really kind of changed my perspective on it a little bit. I think liberals do a little bit of anti-science too.
No ban.
Like they're still doing it from the point of view, like leftists and liberals are still doing it from the point of view that is like more cautious, but it's still kind of anti-science when they're like so scared that they're going to fucking die. And I know there's like a lot of fucking, immunocompromised people in the chat right now. They're going to say, you're talking about me. Like, I'm not. Obviously, I'm not talking about you. Don't be fucking narcissistic. Okay. But I do think like a lot of liberals are over the top fearful of like getting COVID and like dying. And COVID will still fuck you up. It still has the capacity to fuck you up. For sure. But if you're fucking boosted, dude, if you're boosted out the wazoo, like, the likelihood that like you're going to get fucked by COVID is so limited. Okay. It is so limited that you kind of sound like an anti-vaxxer at that point. Especially if you're like younger too. And that's not me saying that. I mean, long COVID is a real thing and there's still obviously fears, right? There's still like genuine fears. But I do feel like we are, I don't know, we're like a little over the top. We go a little overboard with COVID fears. And that is literally the science. Like, that is the science. The science is like, chill the fuck out if you're boosted. Fringe takes 900K dead. What percentage of people that died are unvaccinated? I'll tell you, 10. Okay? 900,000 people died. Not even 10%. Or that's not even true. That's not 10. Sorry. 100% before the vaccines are unvaccinated. And then not even 10% of the people that died are vaccinated since the vaccines came out. Not even 10%. Oh, did I say it backwards? I'm sorry. Sorry. So my point is, if you're fucking vaxxed out, if you're boosted, I said it backwards. My bad. If you're vaccinated, if you're boosted, your fear of like getting COVID and fucking dying, or your fear of getting COVID and seeing like serious long-term complications from it are a little unwarranted. It's not zero, but it's never zero. But it's literally like thinking you're going to get myocarditis from the fucking vaccine, okay? The likelihood that you're going to die, especially if you're younger too, the likelihood that you're going to fucking get like long-term complications is so limited. It's so limited. It's like thinking you're going to get myocarditis from the fucking vaccine.
3 months, let's go.
But when I say stuff like this, it's like Joe Rogan arc, but not really. Get boosted. This is some Joe Rogan energy. What the fuck? Who cares if people are overly cautious? We get it's annoying when they're on your timeline, but don't give the hogs validation. It's whack. That's the main problem. Dude, you think this is like a political convo. This is not a political convo. Like you're ridiculous. Like this is not a conversation or a political signifier. And I do see it a lot from a lot of people. They're like being over the top protective about COVID shows like it's a political signifier. Like your consumption. You know, the vaccine, I consumed it. You know, that's a part of my identity. And like now I'm overly cautious about fucking COVID. That's like my political identity versus, oh, you sound like a fucking Joe Rogan head when you say this. I'm not. Leftist chat is like, dude, I literally will like, you know what my point of view is. I want to strap people down and fucking forcibly vaccinate them. And motherfuckers are like, oh, you're Joe Rogan because you said the scientific literature shows that you are being anti-science if you're vaccinated and boosted under the age of like fucking 45, and you have that means you have an irrational fear of COVID. If you're vaccinated, boosted under the age of like 45, and you're still worried about getting COVID and fucking seeing serious complications, unless you're immunocompromised, you yourself are actually anti-science. Why did you get the vaccine then? That's crazy. You're crazy. And me saying that does not make me Joe Rogan art or Joe Rogan head. That's wild. It was wild.
Almost a year hassle.
You should at least have a K95. When are you baby about your beard? Maybe remember all the immunocompromised fans out there. Kind of sucks to see you be apathetic about this. Dude. Oh man. You don't want to fucking. Wow, I got the vaccine because it was supposed to work. Now it's not working well. And they're telling us to go back to work. Wow, you're being an idiot. Wait, what? Giving you COVID through the fucking. What? You got fired for standing up to COVID protocols? What are you saying right now, dude?
I have avoided the brain rot. Alhamdulillah.
You literally have the Norman take, but surrounded by leftist Lamau. Of course, you're not going to sound Joe Rogan. No, I know. It's just like overtly. People are overly cautious. People are overly cautious to a degree where it's like you're crazy. Masks are only helpful in pretending like we shouldn't live with them regularly at this point as anti-science. Don't care if people go overboard about it. We should be going in that direction of public health standards anyway. Yeah, no, I don't. I mean, that's when I do become an anti-masker for sure. The point of this is like the vaccines and all these measures is so that like COVID becomes endemic. and it no longer fucking, you know, so we can go back to normalcy, all that sort of stuff. But some of you are like, nah, that shit is poggers, actually. That's what it feels like sometimes whenever I talk about this. Like, the goal, the ultimate goal here is literally to go back to normal. Okay? I don't know if we ever will be. I don't know what the new normal is, but like some semblance of normalcy. Okay? That's the ultimate goal.
I love Turkish songs and swearing at Turkey. League of Legends, please help me.
My take on this is like, if there's another variant that's like popping off, bring back the fucking mask mandates, and it's gonna happen regardless.
Resubbing to a fake socialist Turkey owner.
Why do you always do this? You always start to make jokes to defend your bad takes. Sure, masks aren't a magical solution that help you avoid getting COVID, like subs help you avoid an ad, but with best we wear them. Fuck you. Fuck yourself, dude. God damn it. My worry is that I'd track it into the house and kill someone's grandma. I'd rather wear a mask indefinitely than do that to someone. I think a 100% or 99% effective vaccine will drop and everyone can live normal. That's not going to happen. Because people are not going to take it. How about giving a shit whether you spread it to someone immunocompromised? Isn't being leftist caring about your fellow man? Okay. I've had this conversation when the original mask mandates were being lifted, when the vaccines first came out, before the Delta variant, and we were, we were looking forward. And a lot of people got mad at me back then. So it's time for you to get mad at me again. GG's to the immunocompromised, okay? That's not how this works. Like, you don't literally tailor in the entirety of civilization around people that are immunocompromised. That's just not how that works. You make do, you try to do as best as you can to ensure that, but if the vaccines, and especially the boosters, turned COVID into something that is literally as
fleshy and getting ill.
Literally less deadly than the fucking common cold, then yeah, of course, like, you're gonna go back to normal. That was my point back then, and that's still the point that I have. Like, that's wild, dude. That's wild. That's a wild take. I'm sorry. Like, oh, dude, you have to fucking do everything and anything you possibly can to make sure that, like, people who are immunocompromised are not put in harm's way. Yeah, when it's like something that definitely fucking kills you, like COVID, and there's no vaccines, perfectly reasonable. If you're truly immunocompromised like me, you've been taking these sort of precautions already, including masks while traveling. Like, that's wild. I've just never heard immunocompromised people say stuff like, oh, during flu season, everyone should be fucking having, like, mask mandates. Oh, yes, let's just get rid of handicap spots and wheelchair ramps, too. That's not what I'm saying, dude. There's a difference between handicap spots, wheelchair ramps, and, like, better ventilation in buildings and stuff versus, like, literally fucking being like, you have to always wear a mask forever for the rest of your life. Like, that's not how... Especially when it comes to,
because of you.
Especially when it comes to fucking, like children's development. Especially when it comes to going to school. I don't know. So COVID was just the flu? That's not what I'm saying. You know that's not what I'm saying. And we should be masking up during flu season. Okay? But there will come to a point where, like, if we reach a fucking level of vaccination, okay, and not always and not mandated, but, like, we should enforce the culture of fucking masking in the same way that, like, other countries do, okay? We should create the culture of masking in the same way that other countries do, and it's great. But, like, when you're sick, especially. But you're fucking wild if you think that that's, like...
Bing bong.
This is actually the point where some of the anti-maskers' points become valid. Yeah, I mean, dude, it's crazy. Like, it's crazy to suspect that. It's crazy to make this argument that you have to literally fucking develop society in this way always. Breaking. Out of touch pretty boy can't understand why the working class and ugly people like masks. The working class like masks? What are you, fucking crazy? Maybe in your Discord circuit. Like, get the fuck out of here, guys. Come on. Like, in this community, yes, people like masks. In this community, people also don't really go outside that much. But are you fucking insane? Have you met a normal human being? Most people are literally closer to the fucking anti-masker, like, it's a muzzle, goddammit attitude, than they are to, like, we need to be double masked and triple masked, and you need to wear N95 that's properly fitted into your face. And if you think that people are like that, you're out of your fucking mind. For the record. Like, it doesn't, you know... When was the last time you hung out with a normal person, my man? Come on, meow. Me? What do you mean? There's like plenty. I have like actual fucking friends that socialize in the real world that do normal shit. The fuck are you talking about? My brother is like a normal person. He doesn't understand 90% of the shit that we talk about here. What are you talking about?
Were down by more than 83%. That drop in cases is a national trend too, with the 7-day national average of cases more than 60% lower than January's peak. It's why some health experts are suggesting...
I think people are misunderstanding the dislike for wearing a mask not being the same thing as thinking they don't work. Hell yeah, I think they work and I'll wear them anytime needed, but I don't think anyone wants to wear them if they didn't think they needed to. Yeah, I think that's the difference. Some people literally do fucking... want to wear the mask. They think it's like a good accessory on top of that. Like it still sucks. I think people are upset because it kind of seems like you're saying that wearing a mask is bad and you shouldn't do it. Wait, what? No, dude, I also... Why do people always do this where they, like, refuse to hear the side of the argument that I'm making, which is, if you're fucking complaining about mask wearing in most circumstances, you're a giant pussy, okay? Like, most of the people that complain about masks are who are, like, overtly anti-maskers and, like, lose their shit. They're cowards. They're pussies. Like, what, you can't fucking put a mask on? Like, you can't put a fucking mask on for 30 seconds before you fucking go and guzzle beers and eat jalapeno poppers. But it is absolutely security theater in a position like at a restaurant or whatever. Because every time you talk to the fucking waiter or waitress, when you don't have the mask on, you're still potentially giving them fucking COVID. Like, what are we doing? Like, it's silly as fuck. We don't have any actual precautions to protect workers. So that's one. Two, I'm only anti-masker in the gym for personal selfish reasons. I think that it sucks. It's actually fucking awful when you sweat and then the fucking wet mask like touches your face. The worst thing. I don't even want to think about it. It's bullshit. If you're going to the gym, like if you're immunocompromised, don't go to the fucking gym. If you're an anti-vaxxer, I will put you in prison if you go to the gym. Okay, I will literally throw your dumbass in jail. Okay. What else? What else? Oh, ultimately though, the main goal is to, you know, get to a point where like children's development is not fucking compromised, because that is a real thing. Like that is a real thing. I think people, that is the one element of like the fucking masker moms and dads that like them wanting their children to no longer have to wear masks is the thing that people want to get to. Okay. No, it's not. Zero research says so. About what? State mandated PPE provisions for workers that deal face-to-face with customers that is provided by the employer. All waiters deserve hazmat suits. Sure. So just because I was born with a chronic lung condition, I should just not go to the gym anymore? I mean, with a chronic lung condition, like, do you not go to the gym during fucking, during flu season? Or do you just go to the gym and you're just complaining right now regardless? Or did you just realize, like, COVID is the first time you realize, like, this is a big problem for you? Also, you're in Twitch chat. You don't go to the gym. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Like, you're just literally trying to make an argument. I doubt that you even have a chronic lung condition. Suck my dick.
If you complain about being able to breathe,
So fucking annoying. This is not the flu. If you're boosted, it's not the flu. That's right, because the flu is more deadly. If you're fucking boosted, it's science. That's the whole point. That's why we're getting the vaccines. Shut the fuck up, everybody. It's not like the fucking flu because it's even less deadly than the fucking flu if you're boosted. Fuck. I've had this exact same take since fucking last year. What do you want? None of that has changed. The problem is, motherfuckers don't take the booster. Motherfuckers don't take the vaccine. Guys, when I talk about COVID, or when I've been talking about COVID and trying to urge people to get vaccinated for the past year, non-stop, why do you think I was doing that? Are you fucking stupid? Why do you think I constantly mention that 90+% of the dead people right now that are dying of COVID are unvaccinated? What's the reason why I mentioned that, dude? Why am I mentioning that? Is there no reason? This is the reason. This is the other side of that conversation. Okay? I think I focused too much on, like, anti-vaxxers dying and not enough on, like, what the vaccine is supposed to do for you and protect you. It's crazy, man. Like, well, what do you think the other side of that argument is? Why did you get vaccinated? Why did you get vaccinated? Is it because you find that statistic interesting and you like sharing it? Yeah, that's why. I do find that statistic interesting. The problem is that you're taking only into consideration vaccination in the U.S. Many developing countries have low vaccination rates, which allow the virus to mutate unpredictably and then find its way back to the U.S. and we're not wearing masks. And the cycle continues. I mean, I already said if a new variant comes around, then GG's, like, back to fucking actual protocols, okay? Masking and social distancing. All that shit. Dude, it's okay to be wrong. Dude, this is my least favorite fucking take. Like, this is my least favorite type of person. Like, dude, sometimes you have bad takes. It's okay. It was a bad take. No, it's not. It has been my take for fucking 2 years already. It has been my take for a year. You're just in here just to say that. Like, and fucking, you know, feel good about yourself. Oh, come on. Just hold the L, bro. Like, I haven't even been served an L to hold it.
IBB.
Anyway, why is every stream just you yelling at and arguing with Chad for the past month? I don't know. Saying, yeah, it's okay to be wrong as a Hasan read my chat cheat code is true. It's fucking so annoying when people say that. It is okay to be wrong. And when I'm wrong, I admit it. I don't think it's a great take considering we don't have a vast majority of people vaccinated. Wait, what? We don't have a vast majority of people vaccinated? Who's the vast majority of people that are not vaccinated? What? That's not even true. What the fuck are you talking about? What do you live in? Okay, people are just trying to bait now, dude. They're just literally trying to just like extend the stun lock. Okay, get the fuck out of here, you fucking idiot. Shut up. Shut up. You were literally, you are such a fucking baby, dude, okay? And I totally forgot to run the fucking top of the hour ad break, okay? So I'm going to run it right now. I'm going to serve you the goddamn ad. At the top of the hour, every hour, there's a 60-second ad break. And if you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe. Okay, you can subscribe for $5. You can subscribe for free with a Twitch Prime. You can, get gifted a sub if you're lucky. Here's the 1 minute ad break now. You guys need to be put in timeout all the time. Thank you, George, with no last name, for the 5 gifted subs. Kremlin takes crack at Macron after he met with Putin about Ukraine, saying Paris is not the leader in NATO, so they couldn't do any deals. Owned. Europe ramps up Ukraine crisis diplomacy as Kremlin calls on the West to accept its demands. Oh, here's, by the way, here is the transatlantic partnership is the key to peace in Europe, and this is what Putin also has to understand. He will not be able to split the European Union or split NATO.
Quote, Germany is increasingly viewed as more of a Russian ally than a Western ally by many in Eastern Europe and Kyiv. What's your response to that?
It's absolutely nonsense, and all know about it. We are the biggest donator together with the United States to Ukraine. It's more than $2 billion we spent since 2014, and we are just struggling with the United States, who is giving more. We are also giving money to Ukraine via the European Union. This is, if we just look at our share, 3.8 billion extra, which is coming to what I already said. And so there is a strict cooperation and support for Ukraine for many years, which we are doing and which we will continue to do.
So you and the foreign minister won't say explicitly that if Russia invades Ukraine, the Nord Stream 2 pipeline is dead. Now, and I've heard you refer to this as a strategic ambiguity, but that strategic ambiguity got President Zelensky so angry today, he wouldn't even meet with your foreign minister.
I don't know whether this is the truth.
You don't know that? Okay.
She is there. I sent her there. She will go into the front line and looking at the situation.
I think she's meeting with the Prime Minister instead of the President.
And what I already said, we are the one that is giving most of the money which is needed for economic resilience of the Ukraine. And on the other hand, we are absolutely active, working together with the United States especially, and with our allies in NATO and the European Union to find out the concrete measures which we will, the concrete steps we will take if there would be a military aggression and invasion of Russia to the Ukraine. And in this case, we will act absolutely together. We will have all the same steps that we will take then, and we are preparing for this. And this will be a lot of sanctions which will harm the Russia intensely. And this is a work which is not starting today or which is starting since 1 week. We are working for weeks now to prepare for that situation, which I think is absolutely necessary.
But President Biden said that the pipeline would not happen if Russia invades. You won't say that. How would President Biden stop the pipeline? Just by imposing severe sanctions? And why won't you explicitly say, Russia, if you invade Ukraine, we're canceling the pipeline?
We are doing much more as one step. And all the steps we will take, we will do together. As the President said, we are preparing for that. And you can understand, and you can be absolutely sure that Germany will be together with all its allies, and especially the United States, that we take the same steps. There will be no differences in that situation. What we do today is giving this very strong answer to Russia, saying, if you invade the Ukraine, this will have a very high price for you, which will have high impacts on your economy and the chances for your development. And we are ready to take steps that will have costs for us ourselves, on the one hand. On the other hand, we are doing all the necessary things that we can do on the diplomatic channel, but not as an alternative. We do the two things as a two-way strategy. On one hand, giving this strong message to Russia. On the other hand, saying that we will work in all the different formats where there are talks today. This is the format between the United States and Russia, and it's really the leadership of President Biden that this is happening now. This is the talks between NATO and Russia in the NATO-Russian Council, which has not happened for a long time, and now it's starting again. Yes, we are just accusing each other in that situation, but this is a step forward if you look at the past. And the same is with the OSCE, and especially with the format which we are playing together with France, the Normandy format, where the Ukraine, Russia, France and Germany are acting together to find out of the conflict of Ukraine. And all this is one strategy we are doing together as allies.
So the other reason that the source close to the Ukrainian government told me that President Zelensky wouldn't meet with your foreign minister is because you are not providing lethal aid, either directly or indirectly. Now, I understand you have a stated policy of not exporting arms to conflict zones. I get that. But you also stopped Estonia from rerouting German arms to Ukraine. But I do want to ask you about this policy of not exporting arms to conflict zones, because Germany did send weapons to the Kurds to fight ISIS in 2014. Last year, German weapons exports hit a record high, driven in part by arms sales to Egypt. So clearly, there are exemptions to this policy. Isn't it warranted in this case? Don't the Ukrainians need to have an ability to defend themselves?
They don't have the same deal with Turkey, baby. That's what it is. Also, the people that, like, the Kurds are fighting are ISIS. Do you think Russia is ISIS? I mean, Jake Tapper thinks Russia is ISIS. But that's fucking crazy. Like, what a convo. Look at this conversation that we're watching right now play out on American television. Where, like, one of the most prominent mainstream media liberals is literally fucking talking to, like, berating, scolding the German, you know, chancellor or whatever the fuck Scholz his position is, for, like, not giving more guns to Ukraine, lethal aid to Ukraine. What is happening, dude? What the fuck is going on? Like, what? This dude should be like, who are you? Like, who's paying you to say these things? Are you insane? Like, is this a conversation that we're really having right now, where I'm being berated for not giving enough weapons, only giving helmets to the Ukrainian government? Like, what the fuck? Oh, what's up? You're giving guns. You're giving fucking. You're selling arms to other people. Why not Ukraine? Why not send more guns to Ukraine? That's kind of fucked up, dude. Yeah, when you think about it, kind of fucked up, huh?
The best thing for my life. Keep it up.
And it's just like a very strange thing.
We are doing a lot to support our partners, as we do, for instance, with Israel, which gets a lot of support and military support we can give, which is.
We got starving kids here in our own country, but with no guns, go off. Dude, he's like, no, don't worry. We're giving so much weapons to Israel. Yeah, don't you worry about the thing, okay? Oh, we love our partners, don't we? We are just, oh no, we love them.
I think of essence. We did one decision, as you mentioned, with the Kurds in Iraq. This was necessary because there was no other way, and it was a very small activity.
Did you see Adam something saying he was so pro-USA and such an asshole versus you? I don't care. I don't care, dude. I don't care. Dude, he's just fucking, he's pro-NATO, okay? Pro-NATO. Pro-NATO leftist. A lot of people who, okay. Adam something is, he's the guy who was like a alt-right guy, right? And he no longer is. And he is now like, he no longer is, and he fucking doesn't, he makes a lot of good, he makes a lot of good videos, okay? I like a lot of his videos. But I don't want to, I don't want to hear about fucking, like, pro-NATO leftist positions, okay? I don't.
Love ya. Thank you for everything.
Thing, Adam, something guy. NATO is good thing, so that sounds like a good take. We got it, dude. You love NATO. You love it. Olaf wants to be a NATO bro, though. That's what you're missing here. He wants NATO brohood without limiting Germany energy supply. Why are we calling it lethal aid instead of arms? NATO is a good thing, so that sounds like a good take. This Adam, something guy. Oh, shut up. You're literally trying to fucking troll me, you fucking dickhead. He made a video for a European Federation, a real leftist take.
Thanks for streaming almost every day.
Anyone that says NATO is defensive or anyone that says NATO is good, I disagree. And that's fine. I think his argument comes from preserving Ukraine's sovereignty. Ukraine can be and will continue to be a sovereign nation. Doesn't have to also be a fucking NATO base.
And still loving this stream. Stay you, Hasan. You're a king.
Okay. Would you tell us if you were CIA? Be honest.
Revolution when?
You think I'm CIA? Like, first of all, yeah, you know what? I am actually. I am CIA. And I would never tell you if I was. Yeah. I'm a anti-NATO CIA agent. They're really flooding the marketplace with a robust diversity of ideas method. They want people they want people to even, you know, take positions completely against the American State Department out there. That's what they like. Who fucking despises Fethullah Gulen, for example, for being a CIA asset. Like, those are the type of people that they want. Like, it makes sense if you're like, oh, you must be a Vladimir Putin defender or something, okay? Like, that makes sense, you know? Oh, you're a tanky, you love Vladimir Putin, you want to suck and fuck Vladimir Putin, you want to suck on his nipples when he's riding on a horse because he looks hot without a shirt. Like, oh, you respect him for, you know, working out at his age, right? You said we need a second superpower to stop USA acting up. Total CIA take? Yeah, exactly. That's, yeah. That is the most CIA take you can have is saying that there should be a fucking counterbalance to the United States imperialism. What is this? What are the fucking, the more evidence? What? More evidence of what? There have been more videos of equipment from Southern Military District units moving closer to the border. BMP-3 are generally a good sign that the units from that district, aside from a few naval infantry units. But what is this, like, what do you think this is? Like, what do you think this means? Just please explain that to me. Do you think this means, like, oh, dude, fucking got him. Like, Russia is actually going to invade Ukraine? Is that what you think is happening? Is that what you think? That's what's going on? Okay, good luck. It's not happening. But, dude, I can't believe, dude. Russia is moving troops within its own borders, dude. And, fucking... person you reacted last night who criticized you got report spam by this community. Can you tell this chat that it's not okay to harass people who aren't? Okay, I'm going to permanently ban you. Okay. But that person is correct. And I permanently ban people who do that. Okay. But it's really fucking annoying that you keep coming in here and you keep doing this thing when you have been in here for 7 months. You know what my approach is to this subject. You know that I despise people that do this shit, but you are bringing it up. You're bringing it up again, reigniting the drama. Okay? You are fucking annoying. All right, let's continue. I want to hear what else he has to say.
And we have very strict legislation. And according to this legislation, it was feasible that we could do the activity with Egypt, but we could not following the legislation with Ukraine. All know this. It's a situation since years. And once again, I would like to mention that Germany is the country that is giving the biggest support to Ukraine compared with all others.
Financial support.
Financial support,
absolutely.
Which I think is absolutely key. And on the other hand, you should know that we are the strongest ally of the United States in Europe, looking at NATO aspects. We are giving a lot of financial means for our military strengths, and we are also doing the necessary things. For instance, in Lithuania, we are doing a strong mission, enhanced forward presence at the eastern flank of NATO.
Right.
We are doing air policing at this field, and we are working together with our allies in NATO. All know about the strengths of Germany and the necessity of our support and our activities. So there will be no strategy of different activities between the partners, and Germany is the strong partner, you know, in Europe of the United States.
There's been reporting that the UK won't even ask Germany for permission to use your airspace to fly lethal aid from the UK to Ukraine because they're afraid that you would deny them permission. Would you deny the UK permission to use your airspace?
Never.
You would never do that.
And no, I think this is, I don't know who invented the idea of saying.
Bro, what is happening, dude? What is happening? It's like the UK and the United States need to shut the fuck up. Incredibly frustrating. Incredibly, deeply frustrating that they are so clearly goading for this. Like they're literally trying to do anything and everything they can. Like the UK, the UK fucking media, remember, like I think it was like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, where they were like, well, actually, we have reports. We won't say where it's coming from, but we've heard reports that they're going to install a puppet leadership in the Ukraine, and that's precisely why we must immediately deliver even more lethal aid to the Ukraine. It's like, why? Why are they so fucking horny? I don't understand why. I mean, I do know why they're so horny. They want to sell guns. They want to destabilize that region. They don't give a fuck if like Ukrainians and Russians die. They're using their guns. You know what I mean? That's like chill. That's like a cool opportunity.
Going vegan.
Fucking Westoids, dude. Angloids. Is Scholz about to say, what the fuck is this lethal aid bullshit? No, he's not going to say that.
There has been a reason like this behind that. I don't know why they just used the Baltic Sea and not Germany for going with their airplanes. But they could have done, and they do all the time, as the United States are now sending troops to Europe, and they use their bases in Germany for doing so. This is what we do. We are the strategic partner for many of the activities of NATO in Europe, and this is essence because the transatlantic partnership is key for peace in Europe, and this is what Putin also has to understand, that he will not be able to split European Union or to split NATO. We will act together, and one of the key aspects of this strategy is that when now there are bilateral meetings with Putin, for instance, of the French president.
Right, Macron met with him.
That was the fucking Daily Mail. No one with a brain cares about the Daily Mail. Yeah, except Boris Johnson talked about it and NPR covered it. That's the problem. The issue is like, even if it's coming from unsubstantiated sources that routinely traffic in just celebrity gossip, when they fucking reveal information like that, then NPR is covering it here, okay? Do you not understand? Do you not recognize how fucking consent gets manufactured? CNN takes it seriously. NPR takes it seriously. They don't even give a shit if it's fucking real or not. That's the point.
And when I go to Zelensky next week and later to Putin the next day, he will hear the same things from all of us. And this is important because if he gets a statement of NATO, gets a statement when we meet as leaders and say we are acting together, and hears different things when we are talking directly with him,
right.
This would give him room for maneuver. But now he will understand that this will not happen, that we are standing together, and I think this will help to give the ramp-off necessities for him when all these talks are happening I spoke about.
So you keep mentioning the significant financial support that Germany offers to Ukraine. But the IMF predicts that the Ukrainians will lose more than $1 billion in annual transit fees if and when the Nord Stream 2 pipeline is completed. That's also a concern for the Ukrainians.
This is where we have an agreement with the United States. I participated intensely in the talks between the former government, I was the vice chancellor then, and the finance minister with Chancellor Merkel and President Biden. And we have this agreement from June the last year, where we said that we will work on the independence of Ukraine and the gas transit. And we already did so. So it was an activity I personally invented and managed that the former government did so, that we are not just looking what might happen with gas transit via Ukraine. We installed a special envoy working together with the European Union, together with Ukraine, towards Russia, that the...
Dude, capitalists love talking about how trade relationships are great because it creates a material necessity that that stops war from occurring. And then they do this. It's like, bro, what do you want? Like, these guys are reliant on Russia's fucking pipelines, okay, for energy. They need it. That's the reason why they don't want to fucking go to war. That's the reason why they don't want to agitate for further war. And then you get mad. It's like, no, not like that. You should go to war, actually. It's fucking not cool. Syrian gamer, if Russia wants to invade Turkey, you would have a completely different take about the NATO. Well, guess what? Turkey is already a part of NATO. Also, you're Syrian. Shut the fuck up. Like, literally, shut your stupid fucking Syrian mouth, okay? We don't want Ukraine to turn into fucking Syria, dumb bitch. I know exactly who that is, by the way. That's a fucking regular troll that you know is gonna fucking go on Twitter and immediately fucking make a stupid video about that. Pro-NATO Syrian. No, that's like one of those fucking psychos, okay? No, that's like one of those fucking weirdo Syrians who's like, no, we need to like literally, we need to bomb Syria more, I think. That's the biggest problem. That was Assad fucked up, mate? Dude, are you kidding me? You think Assad would be fucking pro-NATO? Are you insane? All right. Let's continue.
Prolonging of the gas transit agreement happened. And we agreed with the United States.
Is it chicken and egg? Because if Russia destabilizes Ukraine, Ukraine moves towards NATO so they can claim that threatens their national interests and then keep the destabilization in order to keep Ukraine subservient. I think what Western interest is in that region is like the actual fucking war. Because Western interest in that region is just like, goading Russia into doing something so that they can justify, at the very least, like active conflict, so that they can sell guns to Ukraine. Russia, which is a foreign adversary, is too predisposed. Meanwhile, the people that lose on the people on the losing side are the Ukrainians. You do not want Ukraine to turn into fucking Iraq. You do not want Ukraine to turn into Afghanistan. That is what I've been saying since day one. America does not give a shit. America wants Ukraine to turn into Afghanistan. Okay? NATO was clearly the one that invaded. And dude, no, Crimea is not remotely comparable to the rest of Ukraine. Our word to take. Don't get your geopolitics from a streamer. Yeah, exactly. But I hate both Russia and NATO so much.
Happy 2 months to me, smile.
You know, Russia has nightmares about Leopard 3 tanks, bombs warrant, and repent UZ after the whole Nazi thing. It's a bit more nuanced than that, but okay, Hasan, Crimea. They literally yoinked Crimea, Hasan. Okay, Crimea River, motherfucker. I don't know what else to tell you other than that. Fucking sock account, dude. Why am I dealing with so many fucking sock accounts? Going to use your platform to call out Vosh for calling for genocidal sanctions against the Russian people. I mean, I don't know what that was. I don't know what he said. I don't care. And why would I fucking call out Vosh's foreign policy takes? Like, you think Vosh has any fucking say in what the American State Department is going to do? How pathetic and delusional do you have to be to think like a fucking YouTube debate guy and a clip from a YouTube debate guy is actually going to dictate American foreign policy? You guys are literally baboons, dude, okay? This is entertainment for you, and that's fine, okay? That's fine. But like, to make the assertion that this has like actual staying power or actual impact when the American foreign policy bubble is completely guided by the military industrial complex, personal material interests, okay? And that no one, and I mean no one, can have a say on what the fuck they're going to do. Like, have you not been watching enough? Are you going to call out Vosh? Like, podcasters can spread anti-vaxxer takes, okay? Because people will stop taking the vaccine. But some fucking YouTube debate Andy saying like, oh, we need to do fucking genocide in Russia, even if he said that, okay? Like, even if he said that, there's no fucking take. Like, there's nothing. That's nothing. That's nothing, okay? It's nothing. No, but Vosh is a very large community of people who call themselves leftists. I know he doesn't affect foreign policy now. No, but it doesn't matter because there are plenty of fucking leftists in here that think like, oh no, NATO is actually cool, ACAB, but like I love cabs. I mean, I'm doing this already. I'm talking about what I'm talking about regardless. But it is fucking pathetic for you to think that there's like any sort of staying power here, any sort of serious momentum here. And I'm sure there are people that watch him, that come here and watch me, and they disagree with me, and they like his attitude, and they like his perspective on it more. Okay? So be it. The streamer beef shit is all personal aesthetics, which is in politics. Exactly. That's why I fucking avoided the Jimmy Dore shit for the longest goddamn time. Because that is not about politics. That's not about policy. That's not about news. You just want Kim Kardashian style drama. That's it. You want Kim Kardashian style drama. It's like more palatable for you. And I make politics appealing, okay? I make political commentary. I try to make political commentary and news as approachable and as appealing as possible. I don't like to do it that way, okay? I like to do it my way. So go fucking watch other people that like to cover politics from a more entertaining perspective by engaging in debates. And then tell yourself that you know, that is actually the only true way to cover politics, because otherwise you're just trying to build an echo chamber, or you're just you're just afraid of like people destroying you in the marketplace of ideas or something. What? He has a master's degree in foreign relations? Who are you talking about? The person that I yelled at, or Vosh? I don't give a fuck. So? Anthony Blinken is the most qualified motherfucker from that point of view on making foreign policy decisions. I criticize him regularly. Who cares? What kind of baboon are you, dude? Are you okay? Are you just brain dead? Like what are you talking about? Oh shit, man. Fuck, that's crazy. Someone has a foreign policy master's degree. That's never mind. Like what do you mean? That actually does describe why Vosh takes a pro-NATO position more than anything else, if we're being honest. Anyway, let's continue.
It might be time to ease some restrictions, especially with tools like vaccines available.
You have a lot of people who've been infected who have some level of immunity for a period of time. And
we're done with the fucking vaccine state mandate shit. We already did that. All right, let's watch Tucker Carlson.
Good evening and welcome to Tucker Carlson. Tonight, workers of the world unite. You have nothing to lose but your chains. That's from...
Okay. Vosh doesn't have a master's degree, though. He's a bachelor's in sociology. He's a sociology major. That's it?
Let's go.
So who has the master's degree? What? Has Hasan already responded to Maddie's response / coworkers? Who is Maddie's response? Why are we fucking talking about Vosh, dude? I don't want to talk about Vosh, please. You guys are so fucking annoying, dude. I'm sure Vosh doesn't like you either, by the way, when you do this. Like, meh. Like, there's a reason. Listen. I don't like fucking arguing with other leftist content creators. It's so idiotic. It's unproductive. It's stupid as fuck, okay? No, Vosh loves it. Free cloud. Okay. Or maybe he loves it. I don't know. But you are the reason why every fucking leftist space despises him and like works actively to find shit that they can clip and fucking yell about. Because you can't shut the fuck up. All you care about is drama. All you care about is extending drama and creating debate opportunities for your favorite content creator. And that is really fucking annoying. Okay? So shut the fuck up. Please, let's watch Tucker Carlson.
Karl Marx, of course, he wrote that famous phrase in 1848. The weird...
I watched a video about your car, and in it he said he hates people who go into your stream and tell you what his take is to farm drama. Exactly. It's so fucking annoying.
Pretty likely that Marx himself never met an actual worker. Wait a second. He didn't spend a decade in a cotton mill witnessing the oppression firsthand? No. Karl Marx never spent a moment in a factory. He was a rich kid who became a journalist. Of course he was. But for more than 150 years, Karl Marx inspired generations of other rich kids who also became journalists to repeat his line or variations of it.
When I think of communists, when I think of like, when I think of like the works of Karl Marx inspiring fucking other rich kids who've never stepped foot inside of the factories, I think of like, I don't know, one of the largest communist parties on the fucking planet that has, let's see what the attendance is for communist parties in India. You know, that sort of shit, dude. I think about how fucking, I think about how the farmers, for example, in India, that successfully broke the government's back, basically, Okay. Over the course of past couple of months, where they were actively protesting a rule change in how, was it grains that were like the way that grains were supposed to be privatized, like the I don't want to fuck it up. Anyway, look, the point is this, okay? There are millions of fucking communists in the third world, in developing nations, in all of these other countries that are not the classic, oh my God, you're just a fucking rich liberal who calls himself a fucking Marxist, okay?
Because people don't have a $5 sub to avoid the ads at the top of the hour.
It was a year-long protest, yes. It's so fucking annoying. This approach is so American-centric and so Ameri-brained. Yo, you know that the politics you support cause peasants in China to kill landlords / rich elite like yourself? Is that the end game you're going for? Says Stream Snipe Lol. Yeah, I'm a landlord, so I would want the peasants to fucking murder me as I'm a landlord, as you know, because I own properties where I engage in rent-seeking behavior in the most parasitic way possible. So I would like to be murdered in the landlordicide. You know, famous landlord me.
Over time, workers became working men or working class, and then with feminism, working people or working families. But the idea itself never changed. Ordinary people, wage earners, are getting shafted. So they've got to unite. They've got to come together for protection and for dignity.
There are like 6 communist parties in India with almost the exact same name, and every single one of them has more members than the biggest party in the U.S.
This was the idea, of course, behind the organized labor movement. And every Democratic president, from Andrew Jackson until now, has made the very same point over and over again. The noble people...
Yeah, what's up? Like, what's up with the Democratic presidents? Weren't they fucking rich dickheads, dude? What's up? So, like, Karl Marx, rich kid, never stepped foot in a factory. All the fucking communists worldwide, including, like, you know, the millions of fucking communists that are farmers in India or I don't know, the revolutionary communists all around the fucking planet that have regularly fought against American imperialism, which Tucker Carlson, of course, considers to be, or Western imperialism, which Tucker Carlson, of course, considers to be terrorists. He thinks that those guys are terrorists. Okay? All of those guys are just rich kids who've never stepped foot in a factory. What about you, Tucker? Tucker, McNear, Buckley, Swanson, Carlson? Have you stepped foot in a factory, you dumb bitch? You are literally the richest of rich kids. So this thing that really frustrates me about like people who are constantly like, dude, Hasan, you bought a fucking Porsche, dude. You bought a fucking Porsche. How dare you? You can't be a socialist while buying a fucking Porsche. You're not really representing the interests of the working class. And then those motherfuckers turn around and watch Tucker Carlson, dude. Literally, like the Swanson frozen food dynasty's very own Tucker Carlson. He is a better fucking representation for workers' rights? Really? It is. Conservatism is a mental disorder, for sure. Huh. Does this look like someone who stepped foot in a factory? Yeah, this is Tucker Carlson, dude. Look at this. Look at this. The frattiest. You know? That guy represents your interests better, dude? Really? That's what you're going to tell me?
Mod check brain rot.
That's a real fucking working class individual? Maybe you just agree with him and you disagree with me because you're a fucking idiot and you don't know what's in your best interest. It's fine. You don't know, and you are going to be destined for a lifetime of subjugation either way. I guess it's better to fucking assume that that subjugation is happening because you are just not working hard enough or not working smart enough, rather than recognizing that it's a consequence of systemic problems caused by many, many centuries of attrition, okay, and that it's actually not your fault, and there are ways that you could potentially fight back against that. Maybe you don't want to think about all that. Maybe makes you feel better that, like, you know, you got a hypocrite commie over here. Oh, fuck this guy. You know? I like I like the real working class, Tucker Carlson. Okay, have fun. Have fun with that, dude. Have fun in squalor. Have fun with the fucking budget shortfall built into your very existence. Maybe one day you'll bootstrap it, okay? Dog he was for. Okay, that's a meme. That's a joke. Tucker Carlson himself, though, is a rich kid, a rich journalist who spent his entire career in the media and is, again, from a very wealthy family.
People of Scranton, you hear it even today. So Democrats have repeated that line often enough, you would think they really mean it. Do they really mean it? Let's take the test. Here's how you know.
Not budget surplus, budget shortfall built into your existence.
Watch what happens when actual workers, working people from working families who constitute the working class, actually come together as a group to protest how things are going. What happens then? Does the intellectual class greet these workers as heroes? Throw a parade? Listen intently to their stories? Does NPR do a sympathetic...
So Hasan can't be a hypocrite because Carlson is a hypocrite? I'm not a hypocrite, you fucking baboon. I'm not. I'm a hypocrite if you think socialism means you have to live in squalor. I'm a hypocrite if you think socialism means you just simply, like, even if people are just giving you fucking money, okay? When you have made this for free, when you have provided this content for free, and that everybody knows you can provide it for free, but people are like, listen, motherfucker, I watch you for 8 hours every fucking day, okay? That means I see 8 top-of-the-hour ad breaks, and I don't want to see those ad breaks anymore. I want to give you $5 a month, okay, to avoid those ad breaks. Or I want to give you $5 a month just because I appreciate what you do. I don't give a fuck. It's worth it for me. I want to do that. And people are doing that. Then what's it to you? Why are you fucking losing your mind over it? What do you want me to do? Oh, donate 99% of it. No, I'm not going to do that. Okay, suck my dick. How about that? There it is. But you, on the other hand, you will get a fucking ad break. Okay? No, I'm not going to donate 99% of the fucking money that people are giving me. I donate plenty, okay? But this is not about that anyway. This is not about donations, okay? Because donations don't fucking solve problems. And even when I literally raise money to solve direct problems, then nobody gives a fuck. Because even then it's like, oh, that's because you're trying to get a tax break. Okay? No, the real issue is you're fucking angry. And you think the guy, the messenger that's telling you why you're angry is the actual person at fault. He should not make money. If people have this attitude to you, why not Danny DeVito? Literally same shit except people like Danny and don't think they could do this. What? Job, whereas every liberal wants to bite your shit. That's the difference is, first of all, the difference is like Danny DeVito does not have a fucking stream that he opens every day where he talks to people. That's it.
Ad break using Twitch Prime. Oh, glorious day.
Not donating to the right people, gotta support local. Dude, that's so frustrating. Okay, I do that already. I do that. It doesn't matter. Guess what? We're not solving anything, okay? I still do it regardless. But it doesn't matter.
It's true, spend this on whatever because what you spend your money on is none of fucking business. At HasanAbi you keep me sane while working and I don't mind wasting Jeff Bezos' money. I'd quite people so salty that you have money and are comfortable, that's life. They want you to live on Skid Row bro, even then, they'll say you're doing it posing.
Okay. Lexi T, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. And Boj TV, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Okay, donated $5 and said, wow, it sounds like you like the free market. Dude, I love the free market, dude. The freer the market, the freer the people, you know what I mean? I'm such a good capitalist, dude. I get why capitalists get mad. They're mad because no matter how much fucking they got from their daddy, there's a billionaire son, okay, who fucking hates me. I talk about it all the time. He hates me. He hates me. He's in like our extended group of friends. Okay. This motherfucker hates me. Okay. Tells our group of friends all the time how much he thinks I'm a hypocrite. You know, oh, doing more capitalism, I see, whatever. Yeah, you know why? No matter what he does for the rest of his life, he's a billionaire's son. Like it's over. Like he's never gonna be able to work to a place where, like, you know, he passes his father. He's always going to live in his father's shadow. Okay? And his life is fine. Like, his life is fucking great, you know? He's insanely rich. Like, but ultimately, I'm always gonna have that over him. You know what I mean? Like, bitch, I worked for this. I'm just saying. And I'm happy. That's the other thing. I work for this, and I'm happy.
I hate. Literally one of the least exploitative ways to make money.
Like that Gary Vee story? I mean, kind of.
I just avoided the ad wide peepo happy.
Why is it so important to defend the Porsche for you? Just curious. Ugh, just curious. Andes are so fucking annoying. It's not important for me to defend the Porsche. It's just I'm making a fucking purchase because I can. It's it. And it's incredibly fucking stupid that people think that they can, like, keep fucking hammering me over the head with it. Here you go. I hope that you know, opened up your curiosity. I hope that was a good enough answer for your curiosity. Just curious, Andes.
Feature on them.
Pay my tuition for Black History Month. Just curious. Go on.
Do self-described progressives recoil in revulsion?
Justifying it because you're insecure about it? No, of course not, you fucking idiots. Why would I be insecure? Because, like, a bunch of pathetic, mouth-breathing, neck-bearded dickheads who have never walked outside think that it's a good fucking own? Yeah, dude, I'm so fucking insecure about it, dude. You really got it. No, of course not. Of course not. I'm not insecure about the fucking house, and I'm not insecure about the car. Well, no. Not even remotely. Oh, God, what am I doing? Mods, ban every single person that is trying to bait me going forward, please. They are literally trying to fucking bring the conversation back up over and over again. 99.9% of the people in this community, or the people that come into the stream, are not even remotely interested in having this conversation over and over again. Let's continue.
Horror at the grubbiness of the people who, as we used to say, work for a living. Do liberals immediately denounce them as Nazis and call for their suppression by force? That's the question. What's the answer? Well, ask Trump voters what happens. They'll know. Or consider what's happening right now in Canada. Thousands of truck drivers have descended on Ottawa, the capital city, to protest the tyranny of Justin Trudeau's government. Justin Trudeau does not like truck drivers. He thinks they're revolting. Justin Trudeau likes private equity barons and tech.
Bro, these guys are a tiny fraction of the truck drivers, okay? They're not a real constituency. They're not a real part of the truck drivers. They're like, there's like a couple of these, okay? There's a couple of truck drivers in there. Most of the other people are not even fucking truck drivers themselves. They're just anti-vaxxer hogs, okay? 90% of the truck drivers in Canada are vaccinated. That's it, 90%.
Moguls and other people who give him money. Trudeau is not in Ottawa right now. In fact, he and his family fled when the truck drivers arrived, and they've been in hiding ever since. So when the revolution he has been calling for finally arrived, Justin Trudeau wasn't there to see it. He ran away in terror. Kind of sad. So instead, in his place, his friend Mark Carney has been speaking for him. Carney is a former Goldman Sachs executive who many believe will replace Justin Trudeau if Trudeau ever decides to give up power. In a recent op-ed, Mark Carney vented his rage at the impudent truckers in Ottawa and anyone who sent them money on the internet. Quote, anyone sending money to the convoy should be in no doubt, Carney wrote. You are funding sedition. Foreign funders of an insurrection interfered in our domestic affairs from the start. Got that? It's not a protest. It's sedition. It's an insurrection. Clearly, Mark Carney's been watching a lot of CNN up there in Canada, and that's why he's concluded the truckers should be crushed by force. Quote, those who are still helping to extend this occupation must be identified and punished to the full force of the law.
Let's
People who
go,
sent the
police
money
state.
should be prosecuted. If they're not prosecuted, Mark Carney fears, quote, the constant blaring of horns at all hours will bankrupt our businesses. Are you laughing yet? So the very same finance ghouls who cheered lockdowns for 2 solid years are now deeply concerned that small businesses might be hurt by the trucker protests. Hilarious. It'd be interesting, by the way, to poll small business owners in Ottawa to see what they think. How do they feel about the truckers? Somehow you know exactly what those results would be, but no one's doing that poll, of course.
Wait, what? First of all, what would the results be? That, like, does Tucker Carlson think that they would be, I mean, they are petite bourgeoisie, right? So, like, he might be wrong. He might be right.
Let the brain rot begin. I look forward to many glorious stunlocks.
But I'm pretty sure, regardless of whether or not, like, these fucking business owners in Ottawa are fans of the vaccine mandate or not, does not change the reality that they definitely don't like what the fucking truckers are doing. For the record.
Instead, they found an easier way. Justin Trudeau has just ordered police to shut the whole thing down. How do you do that? How do you stop a truck protest? Simple. You seize their fuel. That's exactly what police in Canada are doing. Watch.
Let's go!
So, in fact, yes, they are taking fuel right away from people as they attempt to fuel their vehicles.
You need to watch Madeline Pendleton's latest TikTok and clear the air. Who the fuck is Madeline Pendleton?
We need Christian.
I don't know who this person is. I'm just gonna ban people. Whenever people say you need to watch some fucking TikToker and clear the air, I don't know who that is. I'm just gonna ban people, okay? I don't want to watch TikTok. I never want to watch TikTok. TikTok is fucking disgusting. It's annoying. Shut the fuck up. I'm banning everybody. I don't give a fuck. I'm a Stalinist.
Okay, so we are, through much practice, connoisseurs of irony. So let's pause a moment to savor the irony here. The very same people who told us we had to defund the police are now telling the police to seize fuel from working class Canadians who are trying to stay alive in Arctic temperatures. As they used to say in the 1960s, scratch a liberal and you will find a fascist. That was a Black Panther slogan, actually. They weren't entirely stupid. In fact, in this case, they were absolutely right. According to Justin Trudeau, possessing gasoline in the city of Ottawa is now a crime.
Oh my God. I love that, like, I love that the only time Tucker Carlson is pro-worker is when 90% of the workers are vaccinated already. And it's like literally 10% of workers that are making it seem like they have outside representation, that have outsized representation. It was funny, not actually drama at all, really. Okay, well, I don't know what's going on. I just don't care. I don't care. Wait, the TikTok you banned them over is actually a spam post, actually? Wait, it is? Then why was that person saying you need to clear the air?
Oh my God, I'm at work and I really hope I'm not in an internet fight with Hasan Piker because that would be weird. To be clear, I have no strong feelings about Hasan Piker, but since we do operate off of a council structure at work, I have informed all of my coworkers that we might be in an internet feud. I'm not exactly sure.
What? No. What the fuck? That's not true.
And their consensus was that they think he is very hot, so that if he is actually feuding with us, he needs to redistribute his resources and wealth by taking them all out for drinks because they are hot too. That is the pitch from the coworkers. I don't know. So Hasan Piker, if you see this, my coworkers want to make out with you. And I think that's how we end this together. They also said, oh no, does this mean mom and dad are fighting? So I don't, apparently we are my coworkers' parents, but also they want to make out with. There's some, it's like a Freud thing happening. I don't, but on behalf of the council, that's it. Oh my God,
Okay, I feel bad that I banned that person for. I thought they were drama farming because I didn't know who this Madeline Pendleton person was. Okay, I mean, good TikTok.
The other day.
This is cringe. No, dude, no, this is not cringe. Okay, I want more of this. Okay, I'm sick and tired of people being like, Hasan is this, Hasan is that. It's very frustrating. It's just. What?
I sincerely hope you start doing your fucking job. I sincerely hope you start doing your fucking job. I'm losing to a chair. I'm losing to a fucking chair right now.
Yeah.
Ugh. I'm losing to a chair. Even worse, I'm losing to a Hasan in a chair. Oh, God.
Make out with the workers? Maybe. Okay, let's continue.
Fine. Now, to be clear, Ottawa didn't declare the state of emergency because the truckers lit a courthouse on fire, or shot someone, or leveled a church. BLM did all of those things, but Justin Trudeau strongly supports BLM. He reaffirmed his support the other day. Here's the problem.
Wait. Bro, it would be so fucking tight if for once, just for me, one government treated these fucking sick, disgusting hogs like they normally treat Black Lives Matter protesters. Like, can I not get a little bit of police brutality as a treat, dude? Like, and not the full BLM package. I'm not talking like the government executes, assassinates, allegedly, the leaders of the movement that didn't become like, you know, Verizon spokespersons. Like all the fucking black people, all the black activists in Ferguson that died under mysterious causes. You know, the ones that didn't fucking funnel funds away from, you know, funerals to their own pockets or whatever. I'm talking like, I'm not even saying like, you know, decapitate the movement. Just like regular shit, you know what I mean? Like beat them up a little bit. What the fuck? Can I get a little police brutality? It's just like, I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, why can't we see like a little, put some pepper on it, dude. Oh no, that's too much pepper. That's what I want to say. Just a little bit of pepper. You know, oh, mustard. Well, okay, mustard might be going too far, okay? I'm not saying like, you know, do what Saddam did to the Kurds. I just mean like a little bit of police brutality, dude. Come on. Especially because, okay, here. Okay, here's my take. you get a little bit of police brutality, but what you receive is actual victimhood for the first time in your entire life. And this is what people want. A lot of white folk, especially a lot of reactionary conservative white folk, they constantly are looking for opportunities to claim victimhood. Can you imagine if you actually got your ass beat by a cop, like if you got your fucking skull pummeled in? Like you would literally have like a little bit of police brutality. You could say, oh, I'm a victim. Like actually, you could actually be a victim. That's a pretty good deal, I think. That's my trade deal.
Hi.
You receive a little bit of police brutality. You get victimhood, like legitimate victimhood talking points. My brain is ruined. Golden sponge cakes with a vanilla flavor topping covered with a citrusy lemon. Oh no. Oh no. That's citrusy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, brother.
Like citrus pussy. Fucking crazy.
And we're going to let the mayor of Ottawa, or Ottawa, as it's correctly pronounced in Ojibwa, explain why peaceful truck drivers pose an imminent danger to Canada.
It's disturbing when you see the protests turning into what looks like some kind of a fun carnival where they've got bouncy castles.
Yo, that stuff is not disturbing. That stuff is actually cool. Like I'm a fan of that. But what's disturbing is, first of all, they're annoying, and I hate that more than anything else. Okay. They're just like annoying for no good reason. Like there's no good reason for you to be protesting. And also on top of that, you're going to be fucking annoying. No shot. Go to jail, right? But the other part of it that is like beyond being a nuisance is like they're like yelling at people. They're fucking like screaming at like random Ottawans that live in Ottawa for obviously the reason that like nothing goes on in Ottawa. You know what I mean? Like you can't go to Ottawa and fuck shit up. These people literally live there because it's like, you know, nothing happens in Ottawa. Okay? So now you're just like harassing them when they just want to be chill, you know what I mean? That's fucked up.
Hassle.
And hot tubs and saunas, a complete insult to the people who are putting up with this nonsense for the last 7 days, and it shows a great deal of insensitivity.
They've got bouncy castles for kids, growls the childless mayor of Ottawa. Let's hurt them.
like a residential building arson thing happened recently. Like people don't feel safe. That's not cool. But obviously, like I do not care about like the fucking honking and shit. Like I don't, you know, that stuff's funny.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's a dark scene in Turkeyposting tonight. The kids are on the bouncy castles. Of course, at the same time, their parents are flaunting the authority of the people in charge, and that is the crime. Watch this protester, a white supremacist, explain his motives for protest.
Where the hell were you? You weren't there. But now you want to come out in the freezing cold to oppose my fundamental human rights and freedoms. I'm not going to have it. I'm a black man standing beside my brother right here. This is my brother right here. And none of you have the right to tell me who to associate with and who not to associate with me. Because you did not come out and voice your concerns for the fact that Justin Trudeau banned me from leaving this country because of my medical decision. Because I made a decision that he did not like.
Shut up, racist. Go back to Jamaica with your white supremacy nonsense. By the way, no one in Canada's government or the media in Canada, which is mostly controlled by the government, is engaging with any of the arguments of people like that. Instead, they've gone directly to force, as crumbling regimes always do. They don't have an argument to make. All they have is police power, and they're using them. Officials in Ottawa just threatened to criminally investigate the California company GoFundMe because truckers raised about $10 million on the platform. Here's Ottawa's police chief bragging about stealing that money.
We have, through the efforts of Deputy Bell, Christiane Huneau, the mayor and his staff, we've been able to shut down the GoFundMe program. That's a temporary reprieve because the funds are already moving in different directions. We are now going after supply and fuel coming into the area through investigations and intelligence operations and interdictions, all of which were underway yesterday, fully underway today.
Intelligence operations? This is a peaceful political protest. No one has shown any evidence to the contrary. It's not a drug trafficking or human trafficking operation. It's not Al-Qaeda. These are Canadian citizens who drive trucks for a living. But they're being treated like a terror group.
All of which were underway yesterday, fully underway today.
Bragging about a terror group. GoFundMe has shown any evidence to the contrary. It's not a drug trafficking or human trafficking operation. It's not Al-Qaeda. These are Canadian citizens who drive trucks for a living. But they're being treated like a terror group. GoFundMe announced it would redirect the $10 million raised by supporters of the truckers to charities of its choice, presumably BLM, which it has supported since the very beginning. In other words, GoFundMe planned to steal that money. They were.
Remember Chop in Seattle and truckers' coverage of that, and how it was like a truckers' coverage of that, and how it was like a Cyberpunk 2077 trailer? Yeah, I do remember. I had that famous meme where I played the Cyberpunk 2077 music over it. Yes, I am familiar. Yes, I do remember. Except, you know, of course, this is the trucker version of Chop. Dude, I'm not going to rewind. 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 Stop. 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 Stop asking me to rewind every fucking time. Stop. 99.9% of the circumstances where I missed something and I rewind, it's not worth it.
Half a year of brain rot, Pog.
I rewind it, I scrolled through it, I didn't rewind hard enough, I'm not rewinding again. We missed it. I missed it. I'm sorry.
We're stopped from doing this, by the way, by a number of American attorneys general who threatened to sue the company. So the company backed off, and they're going to refund the money, supposedly. But still, the truckers, the people for whom this money was intended, will not get it. So in the absence of GoFundMe doing what it's supposed to do, others are filling the gap. An alternative crowdfunding website called Give, Send, Go has stepped up and raised already more than $5 million for the truckers. How long till they try to shut that down, too? Some Canadians are clearly worried about that. They're turning to cryptocurrency. Tallycoin, for example, is a small crowdfunding service that uses Bitcoin. It's not controlled by banks. That's the point. Amazing. They're hosting a fundraiser for the truckers. Now, why is this appealing? No one can steal the money. No government can pressure anyone.
Oh, dude. It's not suspicious that there is so much money involved in this. Like for, you know, like what, like 100 truckers? We're able to get millions, and I mean millions of dollars in funding. This is literally like they're trying to do the American reactionaries are trying to do a color revolution, okay? And it's the opposite of like the civil society fucking NGO grift. It's like using the most reactionary, which is, I mean, I guess that is the State Department. That's what they do regularly. Usually they just, people are dumping like 200K into it.
Today, Hassel.
Like one tapping 200K and shit. Depends. If there are many people contributing small amounts, then no. Look at Twitch streamer earnings. No, dude. Twitch streamer, there's not a Twitch streamer on the planet that makes $5 million a month, okay? Are you out of your fucking mind? I mean, you are. You think that. And no, people are dumping so much money into it. There was a guy who gave $200,000. No, XQC doesn't make $5 million a month either. What? Guys, they raised $10 million on the first round on GoFundMe, and then immediately another $5 million.
Anyone to turn the money over because governments don't control crypto. Bitcoin goes from person A to person B, and all the intermediary does, the company, is connect the two. It's pretty appealing. And you can imagine the long-term consequences here. If the people in charge in this country and in Canada want to make the US dollar irrelevant, they'll keep acting like this, and soon that it will be. Either way, it's becoming very clear that the only way around the stranglehold that technology has on our human rights is decentralization. That doesn't apply just to crowdfunding, but more than anything to communication. You can't organize if you can't talk to other people. So Facebook, for example, just shut down the Convoy to DC group, which had amassed 134,000 followers in just 2 days. No one's allowed to promote the organization anymore. Facebook all day today has been suppressing positive articles about the truckers in Canada. Of course they are. That seems like a story, but our media have ignored it. Instead, everyone in New York and DC and Los Angeles is cheering on the national security state and its alliance with Silicon Valley as they come together to crush a human rights movement. It makes sense.
Those with the so-called Freedom Convoy say they're staying put until vaccine mandates are dropped, the masks come off, and life returns to the way it was.
This whole event has gone beyond just vaccines, and it is now about the entire ordeal.
We're asking for our freedom. That's all we want.
So they've been free to park big rigs right next to the Prime Minister's office, free to set up camp in front of the country's national parliament. Ottawa police say they have learned much in the past week, especially after reports of assaults, intimidation, and allegations of hate speech and symbols.
This remains, as it was from the beginning, an increasingly volatile and increasingly dangerous demonstration.
And it is spreading like a...
Dude, I've never seen another country where, like, a group of individuals just want to fucking kill themselves so hard. Like, the West is falling. It really is. And not because, like, homosexual Marxism or whatever Jordan Peterson thinks. It's this. It's like American brain rot. It's so wild. Like, we have a fucking vaccine and motherfuckers don't want to take it to the degree where, like, you know, government has to take initiative and punish you for not getting the vaccine. And these people are like, nah, fam, I want to die. Like, fuck my shit up, COVID. Like, I'm ready to fucking fight.
Contagion itself right across the country.
It's spreading like a contagion. Now, you knew that CNN was the Praetorian Guard for our ruling class. Did you know they serve the same role in Canada? And what other countries? How much money does CNN take from the government of...
Wait, he's doing that. You're doing that, Tucker. You're doing that for the other side. What? You're literally doing that, but just for the reactionary side. What? Why are you covering the Canadian news?
Of Canada. That'd be worth finding out. They described what's happening in Ottawa as a, quote, violent and dangerous demonstration. Really? Where's the violence coming from? The only people getting injured or have been injured so far are the protesters, the truckers. In Winnipeg on Friday, an anarchist called David Zegarak drove his Jeep into 4 people who were protesting vax mandates. You're seeing that on the screen right now. Zegarak didn't stop after hitting the people. He fled. Police later arrested him. Of course, police are treating the incident like a hit and run, nothing political. It's not domestic terrorism or anything. David Zegarak has views they agree with. He's a progressive, a true believer. How much is he a true believer? Well, if you look closely, you'll notice that Zegarak has his mask on, driving alone in his car during the assault.
Wait. Maybe he was doing that so he could fucking hide his face, bro. So wait, what happened? I mean, the license plate is right there. The only anarchist with a plan. Is he an anarchist? I don't know anything about this guy.
Evidence of mental illness, something you see in this country all the time, and it makes you wonder, if you're driving alone with a mask on, do you pose a danger to pedestrians? entirely possible. Someone should fund a study on that. That seems like a big story, especially since it's happening just an hour from our own border, all of this. The question is, how long before protests like this come here? Clearly, our media are worried about that. Watch the morning news anchors on MSNBC. They're deeply, deeply concerned about these uppity working class people.
What's really funny is, like, Republican state legislatures quite literally made what that guy did legal. Like, you can do that with your car. You can already do that with a gun. So, like, Tucker Carlson's website, fun fact, Daily Caller, had to delete a compilation when that Nazi at Charlottesville killed Heather Heyer. Daily Caller literally had a compilation of people running over protesters. Like Republicans in their pickup trucks running over protesters. No, not Daily Wire, Daily Caller. Tucker Carlson's website. No. Not Daily Wire, Daily Caller. Tucker Carlson owns that website.
People, watch.
Where were these protests when people were required to give their children 5 vaccines?
They were in the doctor's office getting vaccines.
They were in the doctor's office getting vaccines, and they were making fun of left-wingers on the West Coast.
No! Daily Caller, not the Daily Wire. Ben Shapiro owns the Daily Wire. Tucker Carlson owns the Daily Caller. Fuck! The amount of people at the Daily Wire? I'm gonna nuke my fucking Discord. This has to be coming from like an area of or organized. I don't think chat is this fucking stupid. I don't think my chat is this fucking stupid on its own. It has to be like organized for people to just be this stupid on purpose. Like deliberately obtuse.
For being loopy anti-vaxxers. Okay. Now they have met the enemy. And the enemy, their enemy, is themselves, because they've become what they hated. It's a cult.
So here you have Joe and Mika sneering from their studio in Florida at the freezing wage earners stuck outside in Ottawa in February because they want their human rights. Screw them. Would Joe Scarborough say that to their faces? Probably not. Scarborough's famously tough on young female employees. Some say he's an absolute killer in the office. But it's hard to imagine Scarborough talking like this if there was an actual Canadian trucker in the room. Truckers in this country are watching all of this, and you wonder, what do they think about it? What would happen if American truck drivers decided they'd had enough of people like Joe Scarborough and went on strike? What would happen then? Well, this country would stop immediately. No more deliveries of...
It's true. And that would be fucking awesome. Except I'm pretty sure, like, the Teamsters fucking despise Tucker Carlson. Like, yeah, there's obviously going to still be some... Wait, that's awesome. What the fuck? This is awesome. Like, I really do hope that that happens. That would be great.
Yeah.
But... God, I want more fucking actual labor momentum just so, like, obviously, first and foremost, so that, you know, workers can get better benefits, higher pay for all the obvious good reasons. And then, you know, more people joining labor unions, always a good thing. But also the secondary reason why I want it is so that Tucker Carlson, who's like Mr. Working Class, has to go back and fucking cry about like how the Teamsters claim to be the side of the working class. And yet they have a $1.8 billion strike fund. Doesn't seem so working class to me, does it? That's right. The Teamsters make $100,000 on average on their salaries. Somewhere as high as $250,000 in a state like California. Doesn't seem so working class, does it? Like, he will turn on fucking truckers so quick. And those are like actual talking points that he would use too. Which, by the way, speaking of the Teamsters Canada has already denounced the Teamsters Canada has already denounced the truck drivers, and they said the real enemy for truckers is COVID-19. Statement by Francois Laporte, president of Teamsters Canada, representing over 55,000 professional drivers across Canada. But of course, you know, that goes against Tucker Carlson, who's trying to just simply propagandize. The only time that these motherfuckers want... The only time that Republicans ever fucking get on board with labor unions, well, I mean, it's not even labor unions, let's be real. This is not even labor unions, but the only time Republicans get on board with like labor action is if they're is if it's the workers that do not represent a union or anything like that. Okay? And they only represent like 10% of the workers. And it's actually protesting against workplace safety provisions. It's crazy.
Anything. Over time, that would mean starvation for people in the cities. But even in the short term, there would be profound suffering in this country. For example, and this is something that too few people outside of television
did some violence.
The world's...
I spoke with him. He's in pain. He's 4'10", a retired janitor with 11 grandkids, four great grandkids. If this is disgraceful treatment of a 78-year-old for honking his horn and thumbs up to a trucker is acceptable, dude, that's hilarious, dude. That's awesome. That's fucking dope.
For what? Hey, what are you doing? Hey, that's assault. I've got it all on video. Yeah, he failed to ID.
It's fucked up. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. That is fucked up. Okay, I'm wrong. I was wrong. I was like, man, it'll make me feel good, but it's not. Police brutality is still unacceptable regardless. I mean, this man is just... They're arresting Danny DeVito. I got my wish, but like, I just want... I don't know. I want one of those like actual hogs to get like fucking busted.
Hey! Get back! Get back! We're back. We're filming. We're doing our part. Get back! It's all on video. No, don't say anything. Don't say anything.
You're a fucking goof.
Hey, Ritz!
You're a fucking goof. Yo, Canadians are so funny, dude. I absolutely love Canadians like getting into altercations with the police or just each other. They're so funny. They're like, you're a goof. You're a goofball, buddy. Wait, is goof actually the Oh, wait, no, that's motherfucker. Yeah, okay. What's the one for what's the term that they use for pedophile? Oh, is it goof? Oh, it is goof. Okay, it is goof. That's right. That's why goof is important. Goof is not like goof means child molester.
No, don't say anything. Don't say anything.
You attack me? You're a fucking goof.
Hey, Ritz, stand down. Stand down. Ritz, no, it's peaceful.
What am
No,
I
let
doing?
them
fucking
do.
attack me, you fucking goof. Fucking not doing shit. Touch me.
Dude, it's kind of funny that like those guys have never had an altercation with police before. Like they are so aggro.
This is going right to the media. YouTube. What's your name and badge number? What's your name and badge number? What's your name and badge number?
All right, stand down, Hank. Stand down. Calling him a goof is one thing, but now you're getting a little heated, my friend. Don't do it.
What's your name and badge number? Look, they're hurting an old man, a Canadian citizen. Communism. This is communism. He's scared. Communist.
You stand with the communist fucking government.
Call your police chief. He'll back you up.
Call the police.
Call your police chief.
That was awesome. He dropped his toonies. What's that? Dude, Canada is not a real country. I swear to God. Listen, Canada, you keep this shit up, we are going to invade, okay? I'm afraid I must report that we will invade, okay? We will take over. We will turn you into a part of the Great Lakes region. Toonie, $2. Looney, $1.
Let's go.
That's how fucking weird it is up there. I spoke with him. He's in pain. He's 4'10", a retired janitor with 11 grandkids. Like, what the fuck's a retired janitor doing at the trucker convoy? You know what I mean? Like, okay, bro. If this disgraceful treatment of a 78-year-old for honking his horn and thumbs up to a trucker is acceptable, then no one is safe. Wait, what? Doug Ford? Oh. No one is safe. Yeah, dude, totally. The Canadian cops are coming after you. They're going to beat the shit out of you too. That's right. Here's me on what transpired today with Starbucks firing 7 workers in Memphis, or what SB Workers United says amounts to virtually the entire union leadership in Memphis. Starbucks says it fired the workers for violating company policies. Workers say it was retaliation. One thing to note is that it's illegal. Retaliation by the employer happens all the time. One study found that employers fire 34%, or employers fire workers in 34% of union campaigns. As a GoFundMe for the fire, Starbucks worker states, workers should not be afraid to speak to the media, to organize in our stores, or to fight for our right to have a union, the same right Dr. King was killed while fighting for in our city. On MLK Day this year, Memphis Starbucks employees announced their union drive. Starbucks tweeted that the company is inspired by Dr. MLK Jr.'s legacy. You can still find an invitation to volunteer with Starbucks in honor of Martin Luther King Jr. Day on the company's website. At Starbucks, the copy reads, "We believe that the positive actions we take together strengthen our communities and make us all better. Taking action together, well, now there's an idea about which their workers in Memphis have a few thoughts."
Honked his horn in a residential neighborhood for 10 days straight without end and received multiple warnings.
Bro, there is no better story. There is no better fucking story about how capitalist corporations capitalize on, revolutionary leaders, whitewash their legacy, and also do horrible, awful things that those same revolutionary organizers, leaders would despise in the process of uplifting a whitewashed narrative or a whitewashed version of them. That's it. Talking about MLK while simultaneously fucking firing all the union organizers, all the people that want to organize a union in the workplace in Memphis. That's great.
Its entire supply of Botox is manufactured on the west coast of Ireland. That's a long way from here. In fact, it's a 4,000-mile-long supply chain from the Allergan plant in Westport, Ireland, to Jupiter, Florida. Now, people at MSNBC might not be aware of this, but our country has no domestic Botox production. Along with vitamin C and antibiotics, It's one of the life-saving pharmaceutical products we have recklessly offshored. So if the trucks stop delivering, the Botox stops coming. And suddenly your morning television anchors are going to look like they're 58 years old, which actually they are. Could that happen? Is it impossible? No, it's not impossible. The people in charge aren't really thinking this through. Most of the time, trends start in the United States and they move north to Canada. But this time, the opposite could happen.
The protests now over...
Hell yeah, 17 months.
COVID restriction protests block traffic at U.S. Canada.
COVID restrictions in Canada. A state of emergency has been declared in Ottawa, and now protesters are blocking traffic, shutting down the nation's busiest international border crossing. Trevor Alt is on the scene in Ottawa. Good morning, Trevor.
Good morning, George. A lot of these demonstrators have been here for nearly 2 weeks now. There are hundreds of these semis that are just parked in the middle of the street in Ottawa.
Oh, did you guys clap already? God damn. No, don't time him out for 5 minutes. No. No. Perma. Reject friend request. Permanently ban him. No. No more drama baiting. It's really fucking annoying. What do you want me to accept their friend request and then ban them? Like, no, I'm rejecting their friend request and I'm permanently banning them. Oh my God, as Peloton is firing 2,800 employees, is giving them 1 free year subscription on the way out. Bro, it's literally better for them not to give this.
Ban all TikTok posters.
It's unironically better for them not to give this. That's crazy. Oh, someone said that guy honked his horn in a residential neighborhood for 10 days straight without end and received multiple warnings. Oh, the old guy? Really? Oh, dude. Horn honkers deserve to rot in prison, straight up. Like,
Alien PLS.
cancel culture, mean girl culture, or are we all just mean girls now? Yeah, dude, that's the problem. Is we're too feminine.
Canada's capital. We're right outside Parliament, and while this started as just a demonstration protesting truck drivers needing to be vaccinated across the border, this has evolved into something much larger. They want all of Canada's COVID restrictions and mandates to go away. And this morning, it's now impacting the border with the U.S. The Ambassador Bridge between Detroit and Windsor completely shut down for a time because of demonstrations. That's the busiest land crossing in North America. Losing that would be a major impact for travel and for trade as well. And this morning here in Ottawa, it has gotten a little bit quieter. It's been so noisy here for the past 2 weeks because of an injunction now. Anyone who honks their horn could potentially be arrested. So instead, as we get further into the day, what you're going to get instead is a lot of revving engines and music blaring and people giving speeches who insist that they will not be leaving until all of the restrictions and mandates go away for good. Robin?
All right, Trevor, thank you. Well, hey.
You know what really sucks? Liberals look to this and go, oh God, workers like protesting for their fucking rights is bad. Okay. But then it's also, so liberals are like seeing this as like labor organizing being bad. And then conservatives are only going to advocate for workers organizing when it's not even a real workers organization and it's against, it's for deregulation. Deregulation and against healthcare initiatives. And it really fucking sucks. This guy has the right idea.
People want to know why the supply chain's breaking down. It's because workers like me are breaking down. I just had my hours cut. On purpose, mind you. I don't want to be out there unloading crates for Amazon. You know what I really want to do? I want to write poems. I want to read Carl Jung and Sigmund Freud and explore the endless depths of the human experience, and you can't do that out there on the docks.
This isn't real, you fucking weirdos. This is literally like a joke.
You do that up here. The supply chain's breaking down because we're breaking down. We're breaking down our walls. A great softening is occurring. Maybe that's not such a bad thing.
Oh, fuck. If you were that smart, you wouldn't work at the docks? Is that what you just said? Are you fucking stupid, dude? What? There's nothing intelligent about any of this. Like, liking poetry doesn't make you magically intelligent. Also, that dock worker, if that was an actual dock worker, dummy, that person is making more money and has better fucking protection. Dude, TikToker linkers are so fucking annoying. We're only going to do TikTok links when we're actually, you know, we're actually covering like cringe or something. You nailed it. The right wing loves corpo unions. Marco Rubio wants to bring back company unionism. Oh my lord, dude. Oh. Marco Rubio's new teamwork bill offers more of the same. It's a proposal supposedly designed to empower workers that's actually about busting their unions. I want to die. $30,000 steelworkers in Texas are teetering on the edge of a massive strike. Negotiations continue, but I'm very curious to see how this one goes. And you got the what is it? Is it the concrete workers, right? Or
Lays good.
Are cement workers? Is it cement workers? Seattle concrete strike.
Hello, Hasan. Just wanted to say I had Bovel and it was amazing hassle.
Will modern workers fall for corporate unionism? Are you fucking kidding me? Of course they will, dude. Of course they will. All right. We're going to watch this now. People saying the last election was stolen want to run the next one. It is the concrete strike. Okay, yeah. We are going to talk about this as well. But before we do that, let's watch the new Vice video. This is big. This is really huge if it's what I think it is, okay? This is like the Steve Bannon shit, where they are quite literally putting some of the worst, like most psychotic QAnon Andes in positions of power around elections.
I ask you up front for your help and support for us to give Brad
it's actually terrifying.
And let's protect elections in the state of
Georgia. They're doing it under the guise of protecting elections.
Thinks former President Trump actually won Georgia in 2020. He voted to toss the electoral results for his own state, even after the January 6th insurrection. Now he wants to be in charge of running the next election there in 2024.
I believe we had major problems in Georgia, and all of that led me eventually to say, I'm the one that needs to step up and challenge Brad Raffensperger.
If you can name a Secretary of State, it's probably Brad Raffensperger, who became a household name after Trump asked him to steal the election.
All I want to do is this. I just want to find 11,780 votes, which is one more than we have, because we won the state.
When you heard that phone call between former President Trump and Raffensperger, do you think that Trump did anything wrong in that call when he asked him to find the votes?
The context of that call was in the midst of tons of question marks about the election integrity issue in Georgia. And I always heard that call and interpret it from the perspective of make sure we've got legal votes that are being counted.
No, you don't think Trump did anything wrong in that call?
Not from my perspective. Okay. You know, those are issues that others will determine. But Look, we have had such massive question marks with our election in Georgia. And the more we go through this, the more we understand, yeah, there were gaping holes. And I believe that President Trump won Georgia based on what I see.
You don't think Biden won Georgia?
I don't believe Biden won Georgia.
There were several recounts in Georgia, and all found Biden won. Trump is having trouble letting go of 2020, but he's also turned his focus towards getting his supporters.
I mean, these motherfuckers have like wrestling is real to me, damn it, energy. You know what I mean?
Into Secretary of State positions where they can run future elections. There are 27 races for the office on the ballot this November. Many of these officials are charged with not only running the elections, but counting the votes and certifying the eventual results. At least 21 people running for Secretary of State have said they think Trump won in 2020, or tried to overturn the results, or have spread lies about the election results. So far, he has endorsed heists in Georgia, as well as candidates in Michigan and Arizona, all of which he lost in 2020. And he's already said what he expects from them if they win.
There's a famous statement, sometimes the vote counter is more important than the candidate, and we can't let that ever happen again.
You're going to be the vote counter in Georgia. Is he asking you to find votes for him, do you think?
Well, he certainly has not asked any of that type of thing. I mean, I
do you think
take that to say
implies something like asking the people that are running for Secretary of State, or in some cases, Attorney General of the state, to find the votes for him?
No, I don't take it that way. Look, what my purpose and my goal is to have fair, honest elections. The issue is not who wins. The issue is, was it an honest election, and has the voice of the people been accurately exhibited as the outcome of the election? And to do that, we've got to make sure that only legal votes are cast and
Dude, I love that. It's like, yeah, you know, and the people's accurate voice is when, you know, my party wins and the Democrats lose, obviously. Look, I'm surrounded by Republicans, and they're all incredibly sad, distraught, I'd say, about the Democrats winning. That's all I need to know. Only legal votes, you know, white votes.
Only legal votes are counted, and those who violate the laws need to be prosecuted for doing so.
There is no evidence of widespread illegal voting in Georgia in 2020. Since defying the former president, Raffensperger has faced endless public attacks from Trump.
And Jody is running against one of the worst Secretary of States in America, Rhino Brad Raffensperger, who is trying to turn the tables on me because I'm fighting for election integrity.
This type of talk resulted in death threats for him and his family. He is fighting to even make it out of the Republican primary and still trying to convince Georgia Republicans that there weren't thousands of illegal ballots in the 2020 election. Do you think that Donald Trump was trying to steal the 2020 election? And do you think that he was trying to use you in that phone call to accomplish that?
Well, I don't know what the gentleman was really thinking. What I do know is that people that were feeding him information, it was just flat dead wrong. Now, I don't know what their intent was. I don't know if they believed it, but every allegation that was made in Georgia, we ran it down, and we could say this is what happened in Georgia.
So it sounds like, yes, you do think Donald Trump tried to overthrow the election.
I think what America needs right now is principled conservative leadership. People that'll do the right thing, they'll stand in the gap no matter what the cost is. And I've shown that I'll do that.
Why do you think there is so much misinformation about the 2020 election in Georgia?
Oh, we've been out there since day one. But you have to understand, on a good day, we have 40,000 Twitter followers. Other people had 80 million Twitter followers. Plus, they had media out there on the conservative side. We opened up hundreds and hundreds of investigations to make sure that there was not fraud in this election. And what we did find? There were instances of fraud, but none of it ever added up to overturning the election results. And President Trump did come up short.
The Secretary of State race in Georgia is tame compared to this next bunch of candidates. Here they are at a QAnon conference, full of people who believe things like JFK Jr. is going to come back from the dead to be Trump's running mate.
This is
As
true.
I was praying and praying and praying, it became clear, and even like overwhelmingly clear, that God was anointing Donald J. Trump to continue being our president. I had no doubt that he was going to continue being our president.
After serving as a poll challenger at the TCF Center in Detroit
and witnessing illegal ballots being cast, witnessing a process designed to facilitate corruption, I realized I couldn't sit back any longer.
Also true. My favorite thing is when like she like worked at the fucking you know, she worked at the polling station. It's like the anti-vaxxer nurses who are like, yeah, you know, I'm a nurse, I'm an anti-vaxxer, and yeah, that's right. We were actually lying to you. We were logging in COVID deaths when you didn't die of COVID. You died because you fell off the stairs. I did that. I did that for many, many years, and I had to stop it.
And complain.
We formed a coalition May 1st, and these are the candidates here, patriots, that are going to help us take our country back.
Of the people on that stage, the guy on the right, Arizona State Representative Mark Finchem, probably has the best shot at winning. He has Trump's endorsement, and his campaign has raised more than the two leading Democrats combined. In the past, Finchem's claimed to be a member of the far-right militia, the Oath Keepers. And he was at the Capitol on January 6th, though he denies going inside the building.
There's a whole lot of evidence that suggests both incompetence and criminality.
After interview requests went unanswered, we found Finchem outside the Arizona Attorney General's office in December, still protesting the 2020 election results.
Let me ask you about what happened in 2020. Would you have certified the election results here in Arizona if you had been Secretary of State?
Knowing what I knew at the time, I would have pushed the pause button and said, "Oh, wait a minute. We've got a margin of error greater than the margin of victory. It would be irresponsible to sign an official document knowing that there was fraud in the system, that there were discrepancies in the system."
So that sounds like a no from you then, that you would not have certified.
Based upon, following that day through, if we'd have gotten to 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the evening, I would have deferred signing it until we had one of two things happen. We either have an audit or we have the legal cases adjudicated, because neither thing had happened.
Okay. Well, then there was an audit, and then there wasn't any proof of any major votes that would have changed the results.
You have not even looked at it, have you?
We were here over the summer.
Okay, so you need to go to Arizona.
Sir, there's no evidence, though, of why.
It doesn't matter. The audits were fake, brother.
Voter fraud.
That is absolutely crap, and you know it. You didn't look at the findings.
I did read the findings.
It's not crap. There were investigations and so-called audits in Arizona, and all of them found no evidence of widespread fraud. And Finchem's still refusing to accept the results. There's not a whole lot of precedent here for what happens if a Secretary of State just refuses to certify an election. He popped up a month later at the first Trump rally this year, saying exactly what the former president wants to hear.
Ladies and gentlemen, we know it, and they know it. Donald Trump won.
Finchem was joined by members of the upper echelon of right-wing conspiracy theorists, like Stop the Steal leader Ali Alexander, the alleged Q behind QAnon, Ron Watkins, and MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell.
And I will promise you this, there's not going to be any election done with any machines or computers done in 2022.
These guys have plans. No machines, says Lindell. Finchem wants to get rid of mail-in voting entirely. But Arizona Republicans mail in their ballots too, at about the same rate as Democrats. If he's Secretary of State, it could be harder for everyone to vote. But don't ask him about it.
Sir, if you get rid of mail-in voting, will there be a lot of people in Arizona that you think may not vote?
No, there's a lot of people in Arizona that are demanding that we do away with mail-in voting. You probably ought to check the polls.
There were more than 1 million people that voted by mail, though, in 2020.
You're not listening to me.
I'm listening to you.
La.
That dude literally just lives in fantasy land, dude. It's just that guy, you can't save that man. I mean, he is also deliberately